Yo, what is up, everybody? We are back for more Umineko related stuff, and oh my god, you do not know how fucking excited I am today, because yeah, let me just show you with the next line why I'm excited. I gotta love that boing sound effect. That's hilarious. yeah, Lord Battler and Lady Erika are having a wedding. And this is why I'm excited, because firstly, we're going to hear Patchwork Chimera. Good reason to get excited just alone. And then secondly, we're probably going to see the wedding of Battler and Erika, and that is going to take us through not only so many emotions, I bet, but also the potential... You know, just not when I say so many emotions, I mean obviously all of the disgust, but secondly the feeling of dread. I really wonder what's going to happen with the closed room related solving. Beatrice has so much pressure to do it as fast as possible, because if she doesn't, then it could be likely that, you know, Battler's going to be able to you know, not be saved before Erika has fully made the announcement that, you know, Battler is just owned by Erika. Yeah, their words were so similar to their usual shtick that Beato had to ask them to repeat it again. Oh yeah, understandable, yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, that's horrible, yeah. As you know, the territory lord of this place has had his heart sealed away and cannot speak. Beautiful! It seems the beautiful Lady Erika is going to become his wife and support him in his work. What? What, as in totally ruin his life and control him and just inflict all of her pain on him? You know, the two demons explain the situation in a very simple yet dramatic way. Yeah, seriously, yeah, I know what's going on. They're planning to take advantage of the fact Battler's heart is sealed away. Yeah, definitely, yeah, and use this marriage to lock up his body as well, so that they can steal everything. Exactly, though, yeah, definitely, yeah. And isn't it interesting to think that if this marriage actually happens before Beatrice has discovered the closed room secret, you know, Battler's going to be at so much of a horrible risk, genuinely. At this rate, Battler's position as the game master. Oh my god, yeah, it's all going to be inherited from you know, Erika's going to inherit all of it, yeah, and his territory lord's ring will be stolen away. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Couldn't agree more, yeah, that little thief thinks she can do whatever she wants. Seriously, though, yeah, it's interesting to think that, you know, as a result of being, you know, the person that is serving Lambda or Burn, you just really inherit their attitudes. The fact that if you're winning and you're powerful and you're superior, then you can just inflict all your pain on other people, and it's something that they can actually get away with. The little thief thinks she can do whatever she wants. Let's steal him back. Yeah, good. Yeah, this doesn't concern me, but if it affects you, then it's my business too. Just stealing his body back. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, just stealing his body back won't do you any good. You need... Ah yes, this is definitely a two-sided marriage. Yes, man. I am sure that Battler's really consenting to this. Just stealing his body back won't do you any good. After all, the great Lady Burncastle has has already signed the marriage certificate as a witness. Hang on a second, I just have a question. Is it me or this actor, this VA for Furu kinda sounds like Rena? Or is that just me? I think that might just be me. I don't know. With a Great Witch of the Senate serving as a witness, no one can dispel that union of... unless one of the pair wills it. Yeah, well, I think Battler will will for it, but the only thing is, I mean... This is the most horrible thing. There is so much pressure. So as I thought, unless I can rescue Battler-san's heart from that closed room... Yeah, there's no way we can say... I agree, yeah. Then find a way to rescue him from there. You're gonna see away the bridge room? Oh my... I have such bad eyes. The bridegroom. Oh, how wonderful. Oh, the bridge room. Fuck off. No, I see that. Yeah. And I mean, to be fair, with Beatrice the Elder's help, if they combine their knowledge to that of the old Beatrice, then there is so much potential. Yeah, if you can do that, it would make for a tale beautiful enough for the opera. No, I don't disagree. No matter what you think, it is difficult. Yeah, however, this closed room ceiling battle is quite difficult. Yeah, the only way out is the door. Not necessarily. And if the chain is unset, his escape... Yeah, his escape will not be accepted. And on top of that, the chain can't be set from the outside. Yeah, now there's no one to... Yeah, left to switch places with him. No, I agree. Yeah, what I do find really quite interesting is that, yeah, it's just, Isn't that actually really quite ironic? So even if, you know, Basila's body is literally stolen from the wedding, he's still gonna get married to Erika. Oh, Jesus Christ. Isn't it just really quite interesting to think that as a result of Basila being totally defeated, and as a result of Erika being convinced that she's won, it's not necessary that she has won. She hasn't it isn't proven that she's won yet. She doesn't even fully know that, and yet she's still willing to make a move as far as this. Oh, I love that, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there isn't though, seriously, yeah. No matter how you look at it, we're stuck. Yeah, I see that, yeah. But at the same time, yeah. This is the worst thing. In this situation, being stuck is the same as not thinking. Yeah, if we give up, we won't be able to save him. Yeah, good one, yeah. Yeah. If we give up, we won't be able to save him. The only way we can save him now is to keep thinking. Agreed, yeah. The Beato looked as though she was about... Oh, God, that's horrible. Yeah, this is the worst thing. I mean, she must be having such a ridiculous amount of stress right now, but the only thing is she needs to be on her, you know, on her strongest points, because if she's not, then Basila could be at risk of, you know, something that's just unimaginably horrible, genuinely. Though Beato looked as though she was about to burst into tears, she clenched her fist tightly. Wow. Properly determined. Yeah, she was so frustrated with her inability to think up any brilliant plan. Oh, yeah, that's horrible. I mean, even though she has an inability to think about a brilliant plan, I'm sure if her and Beatrice... The thing is, Beatrice the Elder is, at the moment, you know, really quite overwhelmed. But at the same time, I think if, you know, Beatrice's desire to solve this goes to, you know, Beatrice the Elder, hopefully something good could happen. I don't know, though. Yeah, that's awful. Ooh. Zephyr and Feather, you two are known for being amongst the most powerful of demons. Jesus Christ. Interesting. They say your magic can make the impossible possible. No, there's no way out of you solving it. You need to think for yourself. Yeah, a reward of your desires to be granted. Yeah, couldn't you use your own power and knowledge to work out a plan for crossing this impossible closed room? Yeah, yes, love can accomplish any impossible thing. I mean, not necessarily love here. I think they both have... Well, I mean, obviously Beatrice the Elder can't see it because of the fact that she doesn't have any affection for Basilar, but at the same time, like, you know, the thing is, there's no drive, there's no motive with her. There's no... Even if she's in a dead end, you know, she will just give up. There's not any ridiculous pushing through dead ends, because that needs to happen in situations as difficult as this, really. Yeah, isn't that actually really quite interesting? Hearing that. Yeah, but no, I see that. Yeah. But at the same time, I mean, it's just kind of... If you need to prove the strength of your bonds, really. It's the worst thing. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, but we're moved by the strength of will that prevents you from giving up. Yeah, that's a really good means of encouragement. Yeah, because you have that, we're sure you can bring out a miracle. Ooh, I wonder what they're going to say here. Can't you at least give us some sort of hint about that miracle? Yeah, we've known each other for quite some time. Can't you at least give my little sister a hint as a passing gift? We are always... Yeah, isn't that interesting? We are always giving out hints. Yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah, that does indicate that there are loads of hints to actually be gained from the first amount of trials that have happened. Yeah. Yes, we can't tell. We can't see, which is why I'm telling you to show us. These two are always like this. No, I do see you will never get bored because of the fact that they do know how to keep a show going. They just sound like they just sound like people that I would get pissed off about, you know, to listening to though. You know, just the default and, you know, stock pantomime people. They would get annoying very quickly, but at the same time I can see this. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that really quite interesting that in this case, obviously you do have Basilar, you know, you do have love for Basilar, but because of the fact that you don't have enough, you can't see the truth. Then again, because of the fact that you won't give up, you will be able to get enough love and you'll be able to work your way up. So, yeah. Isn't that really quite ironic? Yeah. Zephyr and Pfeffer certainly were demons who possessed a great power. Yeah, I don't disagree. Yeah, the power of love that they bestowed had created several miracles in the past. What? Seriously? Miracles so great that they left marks on human history. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I see that. Yeah, however, those miracles were never given easily. They would give trials, tell riddles, and sometimes help the truth be realised. Yeah, help the truth be realised though. That's the key point. Yeah. So that those who desired could create that power themselves. Yeah. No matter how pitiful the eyes that looked up at them, the two demons would, yeah, like that, yeah, they would never lend their power out of pity. Yeah. This is the thing about power, like, it is something that bears huge responsibility, so as a result of that, you need to take the initiative, and you need to do so much to actually get it. Nothing should ever come for free. Yeah, as it is with God, so it is with demons. They help those who help themselves. Oh, I really like that, yeah. George, for example, that's a good example of that. I understand. You've got to be fucking with me. Oh my god, is that the same moth from yesterday? Fuck's sake. Hang on, sorry. I've got a moth infestation, I swear to god. Fuck off. Right, sea demons, look at this modern, pure-hearted girl. Look at her. Yeah, I see that actually. As the demons of love, don't your hearts hurt a little? Even a little. Let's have a hint. Or could you at least give us a hint to a hint? Zepar and Feather looked at each other. Yeah, of course there was no pity in their faces. Ironic for you know, demons of love. Well, demons. Isn't it just really quite ironic that these people, you know, are demons out of the thing that could have the highest highs? I mean, obviously love can make people into such good people. Then again, it can totally make the opposite happen as well. However, it could be seen that though they did find the problem amusing, they were considering what they should do now. Ooh, that could potentially be a sign of hope. What will we do, Feather? Can we just give a hint to a hint? I bet you they're gonna tease her. Yes, that'll do nicely, so let's have it. Yes! Oh, I'm surprised. Okay. Here's a present from Zepar and Feather. A hint to a hint of love. Please. Yeah, isn't that interesting? I really do wonder what that hint is actually going to be. You can't see the answer. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Oh my god, that's awful. But isn't it really quite ironic, the fact that the hint to the hints of, you know, the actual truth that can be seen with love is, you know, just the thing that they have always been drilling into them for this entire time. That is interesting. I told you, not a hint like that. And if you don't have enough love... Oh, yeah, okay, that's where it differs. Brilliant. Yeah, why don't you love? Why don't you watch some lovers who are overflowing with it? Yeah, good one, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Unfortunately, we have two groups of lovers right here with us. Why don't we take a peek at their fight for love? I'm actually really quite interested. I just find it so surprising that in the end they have actually made the nice move of, you know, giving into these people's hints. But the thing is, these people were the demons of love. Of course they are actually going to be able to do that. I mean, they've been able to see the strength of will that, you know, chick Beatrice has. So of course, you should watch over and observe our trial. I told you. Oh, you do not realise anything. She's totally stopped thinking. I told you, not your hint like that. Beato the Elder yelled at them, asking for a more tangible hint. No. However, Zepar and Feather just giggled and ran about like rats. Oh my god. They're like kids. They're just like really overexcited kids. Oh, please tell me that Beatrice, chick Beatrice is actually thinking, you know, this could potentially be significant. And I mean, chick Beatrice, she is the one with the most love for Basilisk, so of course the fact that, you know, this hint could potentially be really quite something that could definitely be seen. However, Beato took their hint to a hint seriously. Yeah, definitely. Now that the battles were out of it, the second trial was between George and Shannon on one side and Jessica and Kanon on the other. Oh my god, I know, yeah, tear apart the two who are close. Don't literally do that, please. We don't want a Watanagashi. In other words, defeat one of the members on the opposing team. Yeah. They were allowed to use any method they wanted to. Isn't it really interesting that, you know, the second Twilight's murders, they don't necessarily have to be two people. It could just be one person, like we saw in episode 5. They were allowed to use any method they wanted. It could be a duel, or it could be rock, paper. No. I think if they did rock, paper, scissors, they would just be asking for defeat. The four of them had alternated between speaking together, then splitting up and discussing things among their teams. And had apparently finally reached a decision. Zepar, Further. Do you have a second? Oh, they finally called out to us. So, Jules, have you decided on a format for the duel? No matter how much the two demons cheered the four of them on in a joking manner. Oh, I like that, yeah. Isn't it really quite ironic to think that these people were just totally... I mean, I just don't really understand, like, you know, they are obviously serious and they want to, you know, get the entertaining feel. And, you know, obviously Toya made it so that it was just totally apparent that these are just the most story-like and, you know, entertaining, I don't know, just stock story characters. It's funny that they can never break that facade. Yes. Good. Yeah, we decided to hold a duel. Oh, that's interesting. The duel will take place between Shannon and me. To be fair, that does have the most source because obviously they have magic on their side. Oh my god. This reminds me of Daily Passing By from Higurashi. And it also reminds me of Bellflower. And just from that kind of string-like riff in the background. Reminds me of Air Piz. I'm not even joking, that's a track. It's a remix of Beyond the Skies. But now it doesn't at all. Not Air Piz, no way. For a one-on-one duel, we would have thought... I love that these people just basically have the same head. I mean, they must have been together for such a ridiculously long time if they can actually make it so that, you know, this is their style of conversation. It's really quite something that George and Jessica would have thought. Yeah, these guys really wanted it to be them. And they wouldn't listen. That's interesting. No, I see that, yeah. As a man, I can't stand being unable to do anything but watch. Yeah, fair. I mean, even though... I mean, that must be horrible, though, just seeing such an absurdly cool situation with your lover, but at the same time not being able to do anything whatsoever. Yeah, however, Shannon's resolve will not waver. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, good one. Yeah, so we have no choice but to respect their decision and believe in them. Thank you. Oh, God, yeah. That's a nice thing to say, yeah. Thank you so much for believing in me. I've always thought that if we had to fight each other directly someday... I mean, to be fair, the thing is about this fight, I mean, though it is incredibly sad that they actually have to do it and incredibly unnecessary, it is still so good at the fact that it's actually happening because of the fact that, you know, it's weird to think, but the reason this fight can happen is because of the fact that they have such a ridiculous amount of love for each other. Yeah, true. Yeah. And we've realised that day is today. Yeah, of course we might have been able to avoid this day. However, now this day has come. Yeah. So we won't run away. That's right. Yeah. Good for you. That's right, I'm not running away, so I'll be right here. Me too. I place some faith in Shannon. So I have nothing more to say. Yeah. And even if Shannon is the one fighting. Oh, I like that, yeah, our power is one. So we'll be fighting together.
そうです。
I like that, yeah. Isn't it just really quite interesting to think that these people are so close that it's as if, well, it's kind of like the metaphor of love, really, like, because of the fact that if people have really, really good love, then, you know, all of somebody's battles are fought with another person as well. It's not just one person fighting them. Yes, that's right.
私たちを代表する
I
だ
like
けなん
that,
です
yeah. I'm just representing the pair of us.
愛する者たちの決めたことなら
If the lovers have decided.
悪魔とて口を挟めはしない
I love that. Even we demons will not butt in.
「さて君たちの決闘だけれどどうやって決着をつけるつもりだい？
So how would you like to settle this duel?
まさか
You don't mean...
本当に決闘でいいのかしら
Well, what else would it be? You don't mean that you want to have a literal duel, do you? At once both Shannon and Canon nodded. Oh my god, yeah.
決闘の方法は？
And the method?
どちらかが死んで終わる方法なら何で
Oh, yeah, I like that. Yeah, that doesn't matter as long as it's a fight to the death.
もし許されるなら苦しむことなく安らか
This
に
fucking Mothman, piss off. Where even is it? Jesus, I fucking hate summer. If possible, we would like it to be a peaceful, without suffering. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, if somebody loses, then it's just an instant death. I mean, though it would be very honourable and sad, you know, to think that they have died for their lover. Just make it instant, please. If possible, we would like it to be peaceful, without suffering.
そして死に至る以外の無用の傷つけ合いを避けられるものを望みます
Yeah. And we would like to avoid wounding each other unnecessarily before one of us starts. Oh, that's actually really quite interesting. So it's just one blow that kills them. So
私たちはこの高潔なる決闘の正しい立ち会い人になるべきだわ
Zepar, we should be the ones to oversee this noble duel.
そうだね。
True.
分かったよ二人とも。
We understand you two.
君たちの高潔な意志を尊重できる高潔なる決闘を僕らは提案する。
Interesting. God, I really wonder what the premise behind the duel is actually going to be. We understand you two. We will propose a noble duel, one that will honour your noble spirits. Ooh, and Zepar clapped loudly. A case with an old design appeared in the air and landed between Shannon and Canon. Weird. Feather nodded at them, urging them to open it. Canon crouched down and opened the case. There were some antiques inside. Are those the weapons that they're going to use? Oh my god, yeah, they would have looked splendid hanging on the wall at some classy coffee shop. No, that is interesting. However, they were not decorations now.
これは
These are...
なるほどね。
Are they stakes?
決闘にふさわしいじゃないか。
Just perfect for a duel. Oh my god! Fucking hell, I get what they mean about the whole antique related things. Wow! God, that looks cool. Oh, they did a brilliant job designing this. Jesus Christ. Inside the case were two dueling pistols. Ancient, like the kind used in Middle Age. No, I see that. Yeah. Yes, this was a dueling pistol case. That only those who wish for a fight to the death. Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, a fight to the death were allowed to open. Die the death, sentenced to death. Great equalizer is the death. They have one bullet. God, what happens if you miss the bullet though? That's really scary. They have one bullet
君
each.
たちの要望に応え 魔法を込めておい
Oh
たよ
yeah, good, yeah. As you requested, we have imbued them with magic.
体のどこに当たろうとも
They have magical bullets.
痛みなく、そして必ず死に至らせる魔法の
God,
玉
yeah. That's so kind of them. But the thing is, they honor the nobility of actually choosing to actually fight to the death because of your love, and obviously making it so that they have the most entertaining show to watch so much that, you know, they would be comfortable with giving them, you know, just such a painless death when they die. It's actually really quite kind of them. Then again, why the hell are they actually having to fight? I don't really think that's kind, but at least, you know, they're doing... I mean, I think it's horrible, the fact that they actually have to do this. Why is it necessary? They already have love that is so absurdly strong if they'd be willing to do stuff like this. But at the same time, I suppose, firstly, it's to emphasize the strength of their love. But secondly, like, it's just totally unnecessary. I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously, this isn't really happening. We've got to keep in mind that this is just false narration. And we've just got to... What I'm doing at the moment is I'm just kind of sitting back, you know, enjoying the illusionary story outside the game board, which isn't really happening, let's be honest. This is just a substitute for the truth of what is actually happening with regards to, you know, the game board. God, so proper fight to death. I like this theme, by the way. Yeah, thank you very much. You're most merciful.
二人が共に玉を
But yeah, that is a good question. I was thinking about that, and what if we both miss?
本来なら引き分け
Normally that would be a draw.
でも僕たちの試練はそれを許さ
Oh,
ない
fuck. However, that would be a draw. Normally that would be a draw. However, such a thing is not allowed in our trial.
二人が共に玉を外したなら
Ha!
仕切り直して
God, a proper fight to the death. Wow. If you both miss, you will come back and we will give you new
ど
bullets.
ちらかが死ぬまでそれを繰り返す
God, it's so cruel. Yeah, this will repeat until one of you is dead.
僕は依存ないよ
I have no objections.
私もよ
Me neither.
よかったね
I'm glad.
これで私たちはようやく
This means we can finally...
決着をつけられる
Yeah, no, I see this. Yes, settle this. Fair enough.
後ろ宮ジョージ君をシャノンいやサヨの立ち会い人と認めるよ
Ushinomiya George, I recognize you as Shannon, no, Sayos witness.
了解だ
I understood.
後ろ宮ジェシカあなたをカノンいいえヨシアの立ち会い人と認めるわ
Ushinomiya Jessica, I recognize you as Connors, no, Yoshi as witness. Sure.
僕たちは決闘責任者
We're responsible for this
こ
duel.
の決闘を必ず決着させるまで責任を
Oh, yeah. No way out! I mean, obviously, they weren't intending to have a way out, but still. I don't know, I just thought I'd throw that in there. We're responsible for this duel. It is our responsibility to see that this duel reaches a decision no matter what. Fair enough, yeah. Ooh, what's happening now? Ooh, we're in the Golden Land. When Zepar and Furfur cried those words out, the whole area was blanketed in a gold-coloured light, and when it cleared... That's really weird. Yeah, it would become the... You gotta be kidding me. So they're gonna have a duel in the Golden Land. That's really cool. It would become the Rose Garden where the golden roses bloom. God, I really wonder who's gonna win, genuinely.
恋をめぐっての決闘とは
Yeah, a duel over love, is it?
古風なやつらよ
How old-fashioned they are. No, I see that, yeah.
千年の中で何度かピストルの決闘を見てきたがこのような決闘は初めて見る
I've seen many duels with pistols during my 1,000 years, but I've never seen one like this. Yeah, fair
悪
enough.
魔
Yeah,
が立ち会い人をするから
because it's being overseen by. Oh yeah, I suppose that. Yeah, that could be a little bit to it, but no.
普通恋の決闘とは一人を巡って二人の恋する者が
that
戦
is a
うと
really
決
good
まって
point.
おる
Yeah, you would never normally see a situation as sadistic and futile as this, where people actually have to fight to prove that they love somebody, they love who they are loving more than, you know, another person. But yeah, I totally see that. Yeah, a duel over love is usually a fight between two people both in love with the same single person. Yeah.
しかし彼らは恋する二人が 恋する二人と戦おうとしている
A duel over love is usually a fight between two people both in love with the same person. No, I don't disagree. Yeah, however, here we have a pair of lovers fighting for another
これ
pair
は
of
と
lovers.
ても珍妙だ
No, I don't disagree. But isn't it interesting to think that this could potentially be a hint to something?
それはきっと魔法の奇跡が欲しいからです
I'm sure it's because they want a miracle of magic.
私たちは
Yeah.
魔法の奇跡がもらえないと恋が成就されない
I see that, yeah, I'm sure it's because they want a miracle of magic. It seems we cannot be successful in love without such a miracle. Yeah, isn't it actually really interesting to think that Beatrice, if she tries so absurdly hard, then she will actually be able to grant that miracle, which is, you know, just the result of her success gained from trying so hard. But at the same time, she needs to make that miracle happen. Like, I love that quote, what was it? I can't exactly remember what it was, but, you know, they only help those who help themselves, really. It's kind of like that with miracles. Hmm.
宇宙を作るための最小人数は
Oh yeah,
何
it's
人
two, yeah.
知っておるか
Then again, if you're Maria, it's only one, but still, mainly two. Do you know the minimum number of people needed to create a universe? Huh?
あいえ知りません
No, I don't. Yeah, isn't that really interesting? Yeah. I like that. Right, I've just got to BRB for a sec. Ah yes, hold on. Each took a pistol out of the case. Return to their respective our respective witnesses and check the weapons over. Then, when they both decided that there was no problem, they checked once more to make sure that, their opponent was prepared. Yeah, they really are making sure, as much as possible, that this is the fairest duel that they have ever had, and nodded to each other. Oh my god, that's such a good image. I love that. if there are no problems, that the duelists stand back to back.
決められた歩数を歩いて距離を開いてもらう。
Then walk the decided number of steps away from each other.
それから合図と同時に決闘開始よ。
Then the duel will begin on our signal.
ゼパル、その歩数は何歩がいいかしら。
Zephyr, how many steps should they say? I bet you it's just going to be the most random number. Good
で
question.
はこの決闘の因縁となる数字を。
I feel like it's either going to be something really mean, like maybe 1 or 2, or maybe just... No, it's probably going to be 2, let's be honest here. There are 2 lovers, why would there not be 2 steps? Oh, that's actually really quite interesting. Could the number 2 potentially be significant of something? If that's the case, I don't know. Good question. Well, maybe we should choose a number that's closely bound to this duel.
因縁となる数字？
A number closely bound.
それはいくつなの？
What number is that?
僕たちがよく知る数字さ。
It's a number we know of well.
そしてこのゲーム物語が始まった時から何度も何度も繰り返されているあの数字さ。
It's a number we know well of. It's that number which has been repeated over and over again since the time this game, this tale began.
それは19。
Oh, that is interesting. Okay, that is... What can I say apart from weird? That number is 19! Well, I mean, obviously, if you make it so that Erika and Kinzo are there, then sure, 19, but the only thing is that just doesn't make any sense. I mean, we know that Kinzo's dead, and that is just an established fact. I mean, to be fair, without the detective's authority, you can't actually make sure whether he's dead or not. Yeah, that is interesting. Could there potentially be a 19th person that could be there? Yeah, that is an interesting number. I couldn't agree more, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy they didn't say 69. I think if they said 69, I probably would have just punched a hole in my monitor. I like it. Yeah, isn't that interesting? I can see how that would be a big hint, though. Yeah, it's a good number to settle everything. No, I see that, yeah. 19. Yeah. Whenever the illusion of a 19th person was seen on this island, only which 18 people were supposed to be, this number was used to refer to the weird. Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, it was the number of years needed to create this... Is it actually... Wait, hang on a second. It was created in, I think it's 1998? What? What, 2005? Oh, yeah. 1967 to 1986. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. It was a number of years it took to reach this unavoidable day. Isn't that interesting? And it was... That is interesting. The age of the true territory lord of this world. Oh my god. God damn, so Beatrice is actually 19! Jesus God. Isn't that interesting? When you think of any aspect that relates to, you know, severe amounts of love between, i.e. Battler and Beatrice, and, you know, whatever the promise was, whatever that sinful promise was. Yeah. 19. They are basically the same age. Interestingly enough, Natsuhi's baby that she could have potentially killed, it was also 19 as well. It would have also been 19, I think. Could you imagine if that baby was Beatrice? Who knows? They'll stand across from each other, then walk 19 steps. And shoot. Isn't that interesting? Whatever this 19 is, maybe there is actually a way that you can use the 19 in order to disprove the closed room. It is though, seriously, it's going to have to be a very good aim. That's pretty fun. Yeah, fair. Yeah, at that distance, the first one to shoot won't necessarily be the winner. Yeah. If one of us shoots first and misses... I know, that's the most brutal thing, because obviously they have no means, apart from if they hide, of actually making it so that, you know, they can win. Yeah, but no, I don't disagree with that, yeah. Isn't that interesting to think? Now, this is actually really quite interesting because whatever you think about 19, you could potentially realise that there is a big bond between maybe Beatrice and Battler, and as a result of that, there could be some sort of love. But what I'm trying to say is Beatrice could actually use this to find out the truth about the sin that Battler has actually committed. Because let's be honest, this game board has all been set out of love. I mean, I just genuinely wonder what has actually happened regarding everything, really. Who the Beatrice was that the illusion was based off. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Yeah, I see that, yeah, and if it hits, this easy game can be won without even getting a scratch. I'm probably loosely interpreting this here. You can totally link this to Battler and Edika's game. If one of them actually attacks first and misses, completely the end. But if one attacks successfully, then they can use that to entirely yield the, the rest of the game, really. And if it hits, this easy game can be won without even getting a scratch. Yeah, I see that, yeah, like Edika. Well then, jewelers. Stand your backs together. Walk 19 steps. I wonder what Beatrice and Jake Beatrice are going to think. Shannon and Kanon slowly walk towards each other, facing each other. Once they turned away, they wouldn't see the other's face. Oh my god, I know, that's horrible. Yeah, they wouldn't see the other's face again until they killed them. So this face-to-face meeting would never happen again. Oh yeah, I know, it's so brutal. Yeah. Thanks for everything until today. Oh, I know, it's horrible to think that they have to have a farewell. Yeah, thanks for everything. Getting to have a little brother like you was fun. Yeah. Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah. Thank you for letting me be me. Oh, I love that, yeah. Yeah, thank you for showing me colour in the world of grey. Yeah. The sea is blue. That is a very, very good question. Why were we born, I wonder? God, that's horrible. That is truly horrible. Would have been better if we died right after being born. Nobody deserves that. That's father's sin, isn't it? Yeah. So we can just die, let them all die. Oh, seriously, yeah. Yeah, everyone will die. It will happen very soon. How the fuck do you know that? Unless you are an accomplice. It will happen very soon. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, and right after, everyone will revive and we'll be able to see them again. Yeah, we aren't birds in a cage anymore. Yeah, like that. But it's just so cruel. No, it's not so cruel. It's so cruel. It is too cruel to think that, this actually implies they're going to die. I mean, it's just horrible to think that you have such a bad existence that, when you're actually born into this world, you just feel nothing but complete hatred for everything around you. And then the only time you can actually have a happy existence filled with potential is when you fucking die. we will finally leave our cage and fly off to our separate worlds.
君と
Yeah.
もっと早くこうして決闘をすればよかったね。
I should have had a duel like this with you long ago.
それがきっと今日なの
Yeah.
さ。
Surely today is the day. No, I see that. I mean, to be fair, if they have a duel together, then it proves that they have reached the best point in their lives. And it's just horrible to think that one of them is going to die now. And that, you know, this potential is going to be so short-lived. Yeah,
今日だね。
it's today.
1986年
October 5th, 1986.
運命の日。
The fated day. Yeah, seriously, yeah.
どちらかの死ぬ。
The day that one of us will die.
あるいは同時に打ち合って
But that is understandable. There's no way of knowing. Yeah, or maybe we'll both shoot at the same time and both die.
それもありか。
Oh, that might not be so bad.
それでも全然ありだね。
Even that wouldn't be bad at all. Yeah, I see that, yeah. Because obviously the thing is about this life, no matter what happens in the future, you know, one of them is just going to be living in constant guilt and regret and fear of what they have done to the other person and, you know, how they've ruined their relationship. Right.
それであっても必ず僕らの恋は成就されるのだから
After all, even if that happens, our loves will surely be made complete.
決闘の必要
Oh yeah, good question. Yeah, did we really need to have this duel?
あったさ
We did.
姉さんも言ってるよ
You said it yourself.
僕たちはいずれにせよ
Yeah,
もっと
that's
早くに決
understandable.
闘するべきだった
No, but I don't disagree whatsoever. This is the worst thing. Like, you realise everything that is so true about the world in the worst possible moment. That's just the saddest thing. Yeah, we did. You said it yourself. We should have done this much sooner. Yeah.
そうだね。
Oh, yeah, I wonder what... They're probably going to take the 19 steps. Isn't it interesting to think that a 19th person could potentially... No, this is why a 19th person is so brilliant. Because, firstly, no detective's authority, no... In theory, I don't know if this has actually been the case or not, but no red that has actually been proclaimed at the moment that states a 19th person. So what if you thought that a 19th person could potentially have some sort of involvement? Because that would completely get past Eddie Carr's closed room, genuinely. Oh my god, I'm sorry, is it really as simple as that? Like, genuinely? Right.
私にとって
Because to me you are
僕にとって
human.
姉さんは
To me you are.
もう邪魔なのだから。
God, yeah, just in the way now. Fair enough. My god. For the first time, the intent to kill flashed through the eyes of both. Why? For what reason? Yeah, fully good question. It's for love. All of it. Why must such a day come for this pair that seems so much like sibling? Oh my god, I know, just to be dueling to the death. Yeah. Yeah, connected by a bond different from love. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. It was a great mystery. A great mystery is the question of how this could be the key towards unlocking Battler's closed room. Yeah, 19. It's all in the number. I feel like you could just really be a cop-out and say that Battler's theory works if there's a 19th person. Like, genuinely, I'm not even joking. If I watch over this duel instead of running away, will I find the key to solving that closed room? Yeah, maybe in theory. Yeah. Or maybe you've already found it. You just don't know you've found it. I will, right? Zepa-san, fudu-fudu-san. What are we seeing now? We're in the meta world. Ooh. Oh, this is gonna be cool. Oh my god, I've wanted to see this for ages. Oh my god, I thought this scene came after the whole duel. Seems like a quite interesting soundtrack. I can't tell if it's some sort of... Oh, what's gonna happen when it drops? That's the question I should be asking. Or is this just gonna be some boring ass club loop? Posh club loop. Thank you. But isn't it interesting to think that love just defies all logic in this situation? Love defies all the logic of why two people who have bonds that are literally like, you know, brother and sister should be, you know, fighting to the death, really. It's just because of love, and genuinely just to prove the strength of their love. It's so warped. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Isn't it interesting to see that we have two angles of love? We have the genuine act of love, and then we also have the, you know, the malicious, who they pretend to love. So as a result of that, they can just completely take advantage of and completely manipulate and completely, you know, make the life of another person hell. Kinzo Sin. What the fuck is that? What did he do to create these pieces of furniture? Why were they born? The cathedral was beautifully decorated for the wedding between the Territory Lord, Lord Battler, and Lady Erika. Yeah, that's scary. Oh my god. You have these people at your wedding. What do? Run, or embrace it. A crowd of guests wearing goat masks filled the cathedral, waiting for the arrival of the bride and group. Wait, oh yeah, I forgot. Some of them were actually disguised as ghosts. I swear Burn was. As befitted a demon's wedding. Sorry, Burn was in episode 2. But as befitted a demon's wedding, it was neither solemn nor quiet. Yeah, fair enough, yeah, but cheery and noisy, brimming with activity. I see that, yeah. Yeah, my god, isn't it just interesting to think that even these people have been invited and, you know, obviously they are just there to despair, really. I wonder what Beato is doing. None of it doesn't look... Yeah, see, I hear she has gone to see Zepar and Feather. Since that powerful pair controls love, they can force even a demon king to retreat. Jesus. I do hope they prove to be helpful in some way. Oh my god, it's Gab. I know all about those two. Oh, of course she does. I know all about those two. I think you know as well as me that they won't hand over their power is interesting. True. However, that is precisely why they are capable of granting a power. Can lead to miracles. Yeah, but that does make sense, yeah. Now, but I agree, yeah. At any rate, if we can just free Battler-kun's heart from that closed room, we should be able to manage something here. Oh, that's really convenient, yeah. Closed rooms are your favourite, are they not, Gap? This is really good. Isn't it interesting to think that even if Beatrice doesn't discover the answer, you know, these people may. There are so many people rooting for it. Can you think of any tricks? This is a last... yes, there is a nasty one. Oh, yeah, that is difficult, yeah. 19. This is a nasty one. Batara and Erika have been dropping red truths all over the place. Yeah, I can say for certain that it's impossible to escape from the inside on one's own. Interesting. But yeah, I couldn't agree more. What if you have a 19th person? Does Erika know of the existence of person X? Did she kill them? No? So after all, the only way is to have someone else trade places with him and set the chain. Yeah. Yeah. If someone does appear like that, saving Battler should be easy. It's full 11 people, right? 12. Those 11 are sealed on the second floor of the guest house. If we can somehow slip them out of there, Yeah, that is understandable. You could in theory, but at the same time, I mean, I don't think that's the right way to think. I think you should just think about 19.
バトラ様の密室を解くのとゲストハウス2階の2つのどちらかの密室を解くのは同じこと
That is reasonable
という
though.
わけですな。
Yeah, solving the problem of Batora-sama's closed room is the equivalent to solving the problem of either closed room on the guest house's second floor.
そういうことよ。
Exactly.
バトラの客室だけにこだわるのは思考的密室も同然だわ。
Yeah, I see that though, yeah. Limiting your thoughts to just Battler's guest room would be like getting trapped in a mental closed room of your own.
バトラを助けるために開く密室は客室じゃない。
Yeah, the closed room we need to break open to save Battler isn't the guest room.
ゲストハウスの密室なのよ。
It's the closed rooms in the guest house. Yeah, but I like that, a mental closed room of your own. It is good though, yeah. No, but I do see that. Delana's got glasses! Oh my god, that's hilarious! I don't think I've ever seen an Umineko character look that corny with glasses. And I'm sorry, but her eyes look so... her eyes look like 1.25 times bigger than them. Most unfortunately. Oh, that could actually be really quite convenient. Most unfortunately, we of Isa and Jungfrau have been placed in charge of those two rooms in the guest house. Then again, at the same time, that could potentially mean that, you know, there is no way of escaping from the guest house whatsoever. So as a result of that, you're going to have to limit yourself to, you know, Battler's closed, where Battler's closed room is, or near his closed room. Yeah, and you guys specialise in seals and barriers. Yeah. However, that was quite impressive, Miss Gap. However, that was quite impressive, Miss Gap. You realise that the closed room you should destroy to save Battler is in the guest house. Oh yeah. Yeah, trying to make it so that you can literally save his life. The ceremony will begin soon, but why not reconstruct the scene as a way to kill time until then? Are you sure about this? Oh, don't contemplate it. Yeah, are you sure about this? Doesn't this violate the obligation of confidentiality you have as Lady Edika's pieces? That is no problem. Surely, if you first have the seals around the scene confirmed and fall into despair. You'll be able to celebrate this ceremony more sincerely. Yeah, isn't it actually really quite ironic to think that, you know, this is just Cecily saying, you know, save Basila so that, you know, he can fight and he can destroy Lady Edgar because she is the most evil person. And isn't it just really quite ironic that this subtle act of going against, you know, the person that she is meant to be serving, it's really quite interesting that she does that. How confident? Yeah, I'll take that challenge. That's brilliant. Yeah, that really, really is good. Jesus, what kind of a snack would a person like this have? Leah, let's have ourselves a little snack before the ceremony. With that, dear ladies of Isa. Oh, when she was saying have a snack, as in have a little intellectual snack. I don't know. With that, dear ladies of Isa, we humbly ask that you reconstruct the scene for us. We hear and obey. Right. This is the cousin room. Yeah, the next room over has exactly the same layout. Carry out your inspection however you please. This room has Genji, Goda, Kano. Yeah. And then Kraus, Rudolph and Jessica for a total of 6 people. By the way, it is actually really quite interesting to think that if you actually don't deny the if you don't think about the fact that Kinzo is dead and you make it so that, you know, he is one that could potentially be proven by human means, like what happened in, you know, episode 5. If you use Kinzo for your theories, then he could potentially be the person who let Basila in and out. Yeah, this room has Genji, Goda, Kanon, and then Kraus, Rudolph, and Jessica for a total of 6 people. Yeah. Yeah, the next room over has Hideyoshi, George, Shannon, Kumasawa, and Nanjo for a total of 5 people. Don't be stupid, everyone. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, who's in this room doesn't matter anymore. Fair, yeah. Yeah, we need to find out how to escape from it. You're right. The door and windows are sealed, so we must somehow escape from some other place. Yeah, definitely, yeah. You know what? I know all about how you heaven people like to use momentum to dodge issues. This is no closed room. Right. Yeah, I see that. If you think about the fact that nobody could have been here. Please allow me to speak. Let it be known that the closed rooms in our charge are perfect. Oh my god, true. Yeah, you were in charge of the window seal with Kinzo's room last game, right? Well, by making him quite literally jump out of the window. Yeah. Then again, that is a fair point, yeah. You could in theory get out with the window. I don't know though. You were in charge of the window seal with Kinzo's room last game, right? Just had it better to let Kinzo escape from that room. Oh god, I feel bad. That's definitely got... That's definitely got a chord struck. Yeah, that was no fault of Cornelia's. God, that's nice. That really is nice to actually be able to, you know, just fairly put the blame on yourself. Yeah, that was no fault of Cornelia's. The blame rests on her superior, me. This is exactly the same as Kinzo's study. Oh, that's interesting. It's the windows. That is understandable, but I thought they were totally sealed with packing tape, though. I mean, though you could, in theory, escape from them if you remove the packing tape, like, wouldn't you have thought that it would be obvious if you had? Oh, to be fair, I mean... With the packing tape, I mean, I just don't really understand how you could remove it, because it could there in theory be a way where you could remove the packing tape and then it could in theory maintain exactly the same layout and then you can just put it back in. Because like you don't, if it kind of depends, it really depends on the seal, but if it's for example a seal on the inside, you probably don't need to actually tear it to be able to you know, remove that. I don't know though. This is exactly the same as Kinzo's study. It's the windows. This closed room can be broken by the windows. Isn't that interesting? This trick of yours is just plain obvious. How? I see that though, yeah. Lady Erika sealed the entire room, right? That means the entire room is sealed, including the windows. I see. Interesting. It would seem that we have been misinterpreting the definition of these seals. Closed room sealed by packing tape. Yeah, but no, I see that, yeah. Closed room sealed by packing tape are not impossible to break. They form no prison. That's it exactly. Seals definitely prove that a room is a closed room. Yeah, I don't disagree. Yeah, that's it exactly. Seals definitely prove that a room is a closed room. However, they don't prove that the room will remain as such. Exactly though, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, they only prove that the room is a closed room as long as the packing tape is not broken. Yeah, true. Yeah, we are not trying to deceive you in any way. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Maybe that disproves it, I don't know. I don't agree. As long as the packing tape is intact, they are guaranteed to be closed rooms. That is all. Then why the windows? Why is it that we can break the closed room with the windows? It's simple. Well, you can't tear it apart. You've got to carefully make it so that it's you know, what I'm thinking, right, is you have a window sealed with packing tape. What you do is, there's got to be some sort of part where you can, you know, just get your fingers and then you can, you know, just, you can just put a little bit of force in with your nails, just scratch the corner, and then it will gradually open up. You can rip all the packing tape off the window, and then you can have, just in your hands, the packing tape with its original shape. Stick that packing tape anywhere, and then get an accomplice to reseal it. Like, genuinely, could you, in theory, do that? It's simple. We just tear the packing tape apart and jump out. I don't know what the outside wall of the guest house is like. But it must have enough of a foothold for that girl to crawl up it and stick packing tape on the outside without anyone. Seriously though, yeah, brilliant thinking. Yeah. Hang on. If you break the packing tape, the gamu tape, we will immediately know that the seal has been broken. Oh. We don't necessarily have to break it. Still, doesn't mean anything. And we have already proven that the seals were intact at Basila's logic error. If you break the packing tape, define break. If it maintains its exact shape when you tear it off, does that necessarily mean something is broken? Let me do a little bit of an illustration to show you what I'm talking about. Right, so we have funny little red seal. So in theory, if you went to the corner of this seal, and then you just try to get your nail and then pick it up and then, you know, make it so that it's peeled off, then could you in theory peel it off with exactly the same shape, and then it wouldn't break if it maintains its shape, and then hand it to an associate or a subordinate, and then, you know, they will place the seal when you've escaped. It's obviously been made certain because of the fact that Edikar can make those seals that, you know, an escape is possible. So, yeah, could you in theory say that? I really, really do wonder. Oh my god, man, I wonder what the answer is going to be for this. Well, I think Gap's already got it, but like, okay. True. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's true that at the time you proved that the seals weren't broken. That's how you tricked us into thinking that these were closed rooms. I see that, yeah, the logic of seals equals closed room doesn't always apply. Yeah, understandable. Gap's speciality was dealing the finishing blow in closed room mysteries. I like that, yeah. Yeah, she's so absurdly important though, genuinely. Yeah, she leaned back and looked down at the short Delana as though a challenge like this. As though a challenge such as this was like taking care of a baby. Delana looked up at her with a bold expression and sparks flew between them. Oh yeah, she doesn't understand whatsoever. Yeah, what do you mean seals equals closed room is wrong? Oh, yeah. What? This is a game of battlers. Why does it have to be anything else? What do you mean seals equal closed room? That's insane. Remember Leah? God, that must piss her off so much. Must have pissed her off so much. What seals did Edikar and the others show us at the time? Packing tables. Which seals did they show were still intact?
なるほど。
I see.
天界大法院の得意そうな改ざん術です。
Oh, isn't that interesting? Yeah, because obviously you show the seals to the door, but you don't actually show the seals to the window. Yeah, so you can, in theory, make this work. Yeah, this is the sort of falsification the Great Court of Heaven likes to practice. Somebody's a little bit pissed. Oh my god, I cannot let that remark pass.
お伺いしましょう。
What is your complaint?
だから言ってるでしょ。窓よ。
Come on, I've been saying it the whole time. It's the windows. Yeah, but I do see this though. Yeah, this is perfect. Yeah. So these people are kind of like theatre goers in this game as well. Come on, I've been saying it the whole time. It's the
確か
windows.
にあんたたちは彼らを封印で封じたわ。
It's true that you people use those seals to seal them in.
その際には窓も含んでいるわ。
That included the windows.
そしてその証明は封印時になされた。
And at the time you added those seals, that counted as
こ
proof.
こまでは OK よ。
So far, so good. Yeah.
でもね、
But you know what?
"しかしその後、中の人間は誰で
But
も。
no, I do see that. Yeah, after that, anyone in this room could have done it.
ここには誰がいるんだっけ？
Who was here again?
ゲンジ、ゴーダ、カノン、クラウス、ルドルフ、ジェシカ。
Ginji, Gorda, Kanon, Kraus, Rudolph, Jessica.
誰でも可能よ。
Yeah, it could have been any one of them.
窓のガムテープをちぎってここから抜け出し、バトラを助けに行くだけ。
But I do see that, yeah. All they had to do was tear the backing tape on this window, slip out from there, and save Battler.
ですから、その封印は健在であるとロジックエラー時にも証明が。
Well, to be fair, that is a really good point. The seals for where? The seals for the door, or the seals for the whole room? But at the time, the logic error was proving that the seals were intact.
違いますよ。
Incorrect,
あ
yeah.
の時、エリカ教
Yeah,
の証
exactly,
明さ
yeah.
れた
Yeah,
の
I
は
see that, yeah.
扉の封印だけです。
Yeah, at that time, Lady Eddicott only verified the status of the seals on the doors. Yeah, but that's so true, yeah. Ooh, isn't that interesting, her reaction?
そういえ
Yes, come to think of
ば、
it.
あの時エリカ教は2部屋の扉を
Yeah,
示し、
yeah, I don't disagree,
そ
yeah.
の封印の健在を主張した。
God, I couldn't find a more dirty player, even if I tried. I can't believe it, though. Genuinely. Yes, come to think of it, at that time, Lady Eddicott just showed the doors of the two rooms and claimed that the seals were intact for each. What I'm kind of scared about is them finding the truth may not actually matter. I think the only person who actually is going to totally reach out to Battler is Beatrice, if she finds out the
窓の
truth.
封印には触れなかった。
Then again, the thing that I'm kind of scared about is the fact that as a result of that, she's going to have to somehow find the sin. How are you finding the sin without knowledge of... a person's name that begins with Y. That's all I can say. But, yeah, seriously though, yeah.
それが正解よ。
That's correct.
確かに封印時は扉も窓も完璧だったでしょうよ。
It's probably true that the seals on the doors and windows were perfectly secure when they were added.
でもロ
Yeah,
ジッ
I
クエ
don't
ラー時
disagree,
に
yeah.
は扉しか封印を証明しなか
Exactly.
った。
It's such a cheap little trick. I just can't believe she got so far with this. Yeah. However, at the time of the logic error, you only confirmed the status of the seals on the doors. It's
エリ
totally
カが
valid.
ゲストハウスを去ってから以降、
In other words, since the time Eddicott left the guest house.
窓を破って自由に部屋を出ることが禁じられていない。
In other words, since the time Eddicott left the guest house, it was not forbidden for someone to break through the windows and leave whenever they wished. Yeah, agreed. Ooh,
ど
interesting.
う？
What do you
グ
say?
ーの音も出ないでしょう。
I've got you now, haven't
こ
I?
れが
Ha! I like that. What do you say? I've got you now, haven't I? This is how you do things. Commander Delana. It's nearly time. Oh, that's the horrible thing. Isn't it really quite interesting to think that they have actually described the truth and they have discovered a way to actually make it so that this logic error is totally broken? But at the same time, the thing that I'm kind of scared of is the fact that, you know, are they actually going to be able to do it? Is this truth even going to mean anything? It seems that the bride and groom have arrived. God, yeah, that's the horrible thing. Yeah, this ends our chat. Oh, isn't that interesting? We will meet again later. Yeah, isn't it ironic to think that because of this truth having been found, Delana totally thinks this can be resolved. This. We'll meet again later. Oh, yeah, isn't it interesting? Yeah, with a happy-looking grin on her face, Delana turned around. Why does Delana look like a fucking demon whenever she has some sort of look of happiness on her face? It's wrong. Like, oh my god, you look happy? Oh, let's just give you the most evil fucking expression in the universe. With a happy-looking grin on her face, Delana turned around. But that must have hit her where it hurts. Ooh, yeah, Gap wouldn't let her get away. She grabbed the other's shoulder. My god. Wait there. Oh yeah, isn't that actually really quite interesting? Yeah, you can't really use this distraction much. Yeah, wait there. Tell us whether or not the seals on the window were still set at the time of the logic error. Yeah. Yeah. But seriously though, yeah. I don't disagree. If you don't, anyone in that room could have saved Basilar. Any of them? And who do you think would have been capable of such a rescue? Could you imagine if this actually completely shatters her theory? It doesn't matter who. Then just by personal preference, I'll name Kanon-kun. True, actually, yeah, he seems... Why does this even matter, by the way? Anyway, he seems agile, and hiding his presence is his speciality. Yeah. I see that, yeah, he's the perfect person to follow after Erika and quickly come to Basilar-kun's rescue. Kanon? What is that laugh? Impossible. Impossible? But yeah, that is true, yeah. Come on now, we can't trust what you say with normal words. Use the red tree. God, swear upon that red longsword of yours. Miss Gap. Oh, you little shit. Miss Gap, a sacred wedding is about to begin. Isn't it interesting to think that she actually says impossible? So maybe Gap's theory is very, very valid. I don't disagree whatsoever. But at the same time, firstly, they would have actually known and they wouldn't have been able to say in red whether... Well, they have never mentioned whether the seals were broken or not. They have never mentioned any of that. What I'm kind of confused about, though, is why 19 is a hint. Why? Kinzo study. We've got to remember that that exists. Because I do wonder if you could actually use Kinzo for this. If it's impossible, I want to know why. Miss Gap, a sacred wedding! You have a very weird and warped definition of a wedding, by the way. Let me just say that. A sacred wedding is about to begin here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You asked me to draw my sword in a sacred place such as this. How inelegant and rude. Yeah, says the person who thinks, oh, this is such a sacred wedding. Fuck off. Well, they won't have another time. Let's do this some other time. Goodbye. Oh my god.
カノンにバトラの救出が可
God,
能。
her expression. It's possible for Kanon to save Battler.
エリカ封印後に
Oh, totally declaring war. Good for
客
you.
室のバトラ君と入れ替わり、チェーンロックを閉めてクローゼットに隠れた。
It's possible for Kanon to save Battler. After Erika sealed the room, he left by the window, switched places with Battler-kun in the guest room, set the chain lock, and hid in the closet. Yeah, reasonable. Ooh.
不可能です。まだ
Impossible.
も封印を維持しています。
Oh, that is interesting. Though, it is really surprising. I'm sorry, but like, what do you do apart from using the theory of a 19th person? Like, genuinely, isn't it really quite interesting to think that... Oh my god. Look at Battler! He never wanted to suspect any of his family, so what he does is he adds a 19th person so that he has no means to suspect his family. Oh my god. Is that it? Oh my god, I can't believe it. I think that might actually be it. That's gotta be why. Everything can be explained by unknown culprit X if 19 is a hint that is really significant, and if this is absolutely impossible. The window seals were also
無論
intact.
ロジックエラー時にです。
Of course, this is at the time of the logic error. Oh yeah, that's awful. Oh my god. Gap's rapid reverse roundhouse. The follow with a blue wedge. Crossword Delana's... Oh my god. Crossed with Delana's red longsword. And both pointed at the other's throats. Oh my god, yeah. Well, it doesn't deserve a peaceful mood. Yeah, the once peaceful mood of the wedding broke apart. Several goat guests whispered to each other, wondering why those two seemed to be fighting. Okay, so you can cancel it. Yeah, definitely though, yeah. Why didn't you say so in the past? It's probably because they saw this counter coming.
やがてその思考にベアトリーチェが気づき、
Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, we thought that Beatrice might eventually reach that thought.
それを救出の鍵として婚礼に乱入してくるだろ
Oh
う
yeah,
と思
that's
っていました。
horrible. Yeah, so you could just totally disprove her and then humiliate her as well. We thought that Beatrice might eventually reach that thought, then barge in on the wedding with that as the key to Battler's escape. That's
し
so
かしそれに
cruel.
先にあなたが食いつき、奥の手を見せることになるとは思いませんでした。
No, I do see that, yeah. I did not think... By the way, this is just talking about the window, the rooms, you know, the windows in the sealed rooms in Kanon's end. What about the end, you know, regarding George and Jessica and, well, regarding the other lot, really? Without all of the servants. God, they're so absurdly calculated. Oh, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, you do fight dirty, don't you?
わざと窓を疑わせてベアトを誘い出して 返り討ちにしようと罠にしていたのね。
Yeah, you were trying to trap Beato by making her suspect the windows, then turn the tape. It's cruel, it really is. Yeah, you just make somebody think that they have found a breakthrough, an inconsistency, but then you realise that you are one step ahead of them because of the fact that they have completely shattered your theory.
花嫁を警護する人間として当然のことです。
God. That's hilarious. What else should a human who guards the brides be expected to
これ
do?
で満足ですか？
God, that's awful. Yeah, isn't it just really quite ironic that she is kind of likened to the person who was actually making the wedding happening and making it so that, in this case, no interferences that can completely stop the wedding could happen. Are you satisfied
魔
now?
界式の婚儀は実に下品で野蛮です。
Yeah, God, I see that. Yeah, Demon World style wedding is truly vulgar and barbaric.
では失礼。
Yeah, God. If you would excuse us. God.
おっと、
Yeah,
まだ
but...
騙されないわよ。
Yeah, that is interesting. Wait up, you haven't fooled me yet.
あんたが言った窓の封印は
But yeah, seriously, yeah, that's
い
what I
と
was
こ部屋の
thinking.
ものでしょ。
Yeah. When you mentioned the window seals just now, you were talking about the ones on the room where Conan was the
じ
cousin
ゃあ
room,
隣
right?
部屋の窓はどうなの？
Yeah, then what about the windows on the next room over?
あんたは
Agreed.
カノンの救出の可能性について不可能
Exactly
に理
though,
解した
yeah.
だけよ。
All you've done is shown that the rescue would have been impossible for Conan.
隣部屋の人間の可能性は
Yeah,
ま
agreed.
だ生きている。
Yeah, there's still a chance for the humans in the second floor
しつこいお人です。
in the next room over. Yeah, I agree. How very persistent. Ooh. So this is probably going to invalidate that. Oh my god, it's
ご
a
無礼、
Chester
お詫び
sister.
するであります。
What? We apologise for our rudeness.
本式典警備役のシエスタ姉妹この得体であります。
Oh, I don't really... Judging by the choice of theme, this could either be a really good or really bad thing, I don't know. We apologise for our rudeness. We are the Chiesta Sisters, Imperial Guards, in charge of security at this
失
ceremony.
礼ながらご両名の招待状と受輪を拝見します。
I'm afraid I must ask you for... Oh my god, that's hilarious! I'm afraid I must ask you for both your stamped invitations.
ドラノルエノックス。
Delana Ray... Oh, yeah, taking off the glasses. Delana Ray Knox.
花嫁側参列者です。
I'm with the bride's party.
招待状と受領員。
God, isn't it really quite... No! Don't tell me to think that, you know, Gap and Leah... they don't have signed invitations, so as a result of that, is that going to be a means of disproving everything here? Delana Ray Knox, I'm with the bride's party. Here is my stamped invitation.
並びに花嫁警護役の証明書です。
Also, here are my credentials as bodyguard to the bride.
ノックス主席殿と確認しました。
Confirmed as Chief
バ
Knox.
トラ教の婚儀へようこそ歓迎いたします。
Welcome to Lord Basila's wedding.
ガープよ。
I'm Gap.
花婿側参列者。
Oh yeah, understandable. Yeah, I'm with the groom's party.
招待状と
Here's my invitation and...
いけない。
Oh my god, what? Here's my invitation and... Oh crap. Was she trying to use her whole pranks here?
受付受領員がない。
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You didn't get his stamp to the reception desk. Biggest crime ever.
ダイレクトにここに来ちゃったから受付通ってないわ。
Oh yeah, try and talk your way out of it. Good one. I came here directly, so I didn't go by the reception desk.
でへ受領員まだなの。
Still unstamped.
あなたはこんな時にどうしてまた。
Why do you always have to do that at times like this?
ガープ様、
Oh shit, Gab sama.
失礼ながら別室へご同行願います。
What? Gab sama, my apologies, but we'll have to ask you to come with us to a different... Oh my god, where are they going to be taken? What? Delana watched, shrugged and turned away. Yeah, isn't it really quite interesting that she has used just the most scummy and evasive means of actually stopping the fight? And, you know, just thinking, you know, she is the bride's, well, I suppose, the protector of everything. So as a result, you know, nothing can be effective. God. I love that she tried to evade it. She so obviously doesn't have an invitation. Well, she does have an invitation, but at the same time it's not stamped. She doesn't have permission to be there. Delana watched, shrugged and turned away. Yeah, you use the gesture as to your advantage. Yeah, wait there, Delana. Yeah, isn't that interesting that she isn't? Oh, you bastard. Oh my god. You are dirty. Yeah, Great Court of Heaven, and you're trying to evade a fight this much. It's absurd. If you want the opinion of the Great Court of Heaven, please fill out an application in accordance with court procedures. Well, that doesn't really go... You've created a logic error for yourself. Why have you denied in red everything regarding, you know, the red about Canon then? Allow me to speak. God. Say that in red. Bet you can't. No, the trick window is open from 10 to 5 on weekdays. Thanks for the information. Lunch break runs from 12 to 1:15. Allow me to speak. You know that the use of whiteout or strike-throughs is not permitted when filling out forms. What is that, signature forging? I've not actually... White correction fluid! Oh my god! That's hilarious! I don't know, I thought like a strike through. I mean, obviously it makes sense now that I realise the context of it, but I thought it was like some sort of weird signature forging technique. I don't know. I've never heard it being called whiteout, and I've never heard, you know, just a crossed line. Because I call it crosses, a strike through. I love this though. Jesus Christ though, how long of a lunch break do these people have? Why do you need an hour and 15 minutes to eat lunch? Just go to the co-op and get a sandwich, man. Holy shit. I mean, I know there's no co-op in wherever the Great Court of Heaven is, but still, you get what I mean? Just go somewhere. If anything, there's probably magic affiliations, so just magic yourself food. I don't know. Oh my god. There's a rumor that they refuse Comic applications for the same thing. Jesus Christ. There's an urban legend. Devil's proof. Probably. Let us provisionally accept the blue truth, verbally. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I love that. It will be put on hold until proper forms are received and duplicate submissions are not allowed. No, but seriously, why wouldn't you just respond? It's just genuinely the most scummy and awful way to, you know, using your authority, even though you haven't used it at all before. You know, to actually just deflect the truth at the last possible point. Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, can you? Yeah, but that is a brilliant question though. Can you respond to my blue truth or can't you? Oh no, what's happened? Oh my god, that's hilarious. I really find it funny that this just represents so many real life situations. People just saying that they're going to have an answer and then just completely, you know, CBAing just completely forgetting about their duty to, you know, pick up to you. If you fill out the application on Monday, we should be able to have an answer for you by the end of next one. Yeah, that's a bit too late. Oh, that's awful! Duplicate submissions are forbidden, so the blue truth you just spoke will be unusable during this wedding ceremony. God, you are corrupt. God. I just find it really interesting that even Delana is turning against Battler. I think this just kind of proves the fact that, you know, I think it's just because of the fact that she doesn't view Battler as somebody who deserves to be fought for anymore because of his naivety and, you know, the mistake that that has actually led to, really. This is in accordance with the laws of evidence from the official Great Court Regulations, Article 214, Section 15, regarding the prevention of duplicate submissions. Please allow me to speak. God, I'm actually really quite surprised that she's said this. Know that it is forbidden for blue truth to be used if, based on the argument that the window seals of the next room over were torn at the time of the logic error. Yeah, isn't that actually really interesting to think that it's genuinely not permitted? They will not allow usage of the blue truth. God. Please allow me to speak. Fucking dirty play. Yeah, know that the opposing side is under no obligation to respond to the aforementioned blue truth. Seriously though, yeah, isn't it really interesting to think that their refusal to respond could potentially either be indicative of the fact that that has definitely struck a bad spot, or maybe, I just don't understand why they are showing the hint of 19 if that's the case though. Hey, let go of me, rabbit band. What? The Chiestas are that? Oh god, the Chiestas is a lead gap away. Arseholes. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Just when she thought she'd reached the core, they had underhandedly refused to... That is very interesting. Ooh, are we going to see the duel between Conan? Oh, no. Agreed, yeah. However, this is a big clue. Yeah, because obviously now it proves that there is a possible way of actually arguing it about the window. And that I think it is also very likely you could argue it with a 19th person as well. Oh my god, there's such a big stain on my glasses. Right. Sorry, hang on just a sec. Hopefully that should be fine. However, this is a big clue. There's a chance that the window seals on the next room over have been broken. Agreed. Yeah. In other words, it might have been possible for Hideyoshi, George, Kumasawa, Shannon, or Nanjo to save Battler. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to think about what's actually going to happen with the second Twilight, by the way. I wonder who's going to die. I really do want to... whoever it is, it's definitely going to be someone in this room. And yet, just now, that move was sealed away. Yeah, I don't disagree, but the only thing is, the move was sealed away because of the fact that they refused to respond to it. It doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, there is no hope. There still is loads of hope. The use of any blue based on the window seals on the next room over might have been broken. It's been prevented. Yeah, definitely, yeah. It is now impossible to claim that the 5 who could have saved Battler were the ones who did it. Yeah, interesting. Then again though, the only reason it's impossible is because there's no red. But yeah, that is bad. That reference to the comic get related stuff, that was hilarious. I didn't actually realise that. so absurdly scummy, though. No, I do see that, yeah. Yeah, because of the fact that they have refused to respond. Yeah. What the hell?
卑怯だわ。それが答えなんじゃないの？
But no, I see that. Yeah, that's the answer,
窓
isn't
だ
it?
け封印の維持を証明していないのは私も気づいてたわ。
Yeah, I also noticed that they hadn't proven that the window seals were
でも
intact.
青き真実に使えないなんて
But yeah, that's
ど
the
う
worst
すればいい
thing.
のよ。
And isn't it really interesting to think that could potentially be an answer, but at the same time you are obligated to actually go to a different truth. By the way, does this potentially answer Hideyoshi? No, the murders. I think it's Hideyoshi who did them, but you know, why Hideyoshi could have potentially killed in episode 3 when everyone was in the guest house. Why everything could have happened there. It could also prove that George had the possibility to actually escape from one of the windows of those rooms. Yeah, but if they can't use the blue truth, what are they supposed to do?
ああ、わかってるわ。
Yeah, I know.
フェザリーヌはどうせ自分だけ答えに気づいてて。
Of course, yes, this is
北斗エンジェルでし
Featherin
ょ
we're talking about. Yeah, I'm sure you're laughing at me again because you alone have discovered the answer.
すまぬな、人の子よ。
My apologies, child of man.
私もこれには困った。
Jesus, how? God, I'm having trouble just as you are. Fucking hell.
何を言い出すのよ。
But no, seriously, same here. Yeah.
私も隣部屋の窓がまだ開いていることは気づいていた。
Definitely, though, yeah, I also realised that the windows of the next room over were left
し
available.
かしながら、それを反論に使えぬと
Yeah.
封じられるとは想像もしなかった。
However, I hadn't imagined that the use of that argument would be prevented.
これって重大なルール違反じゃないの？
No, I do see that, yeah. Doesn't this seriously violate the rule? No, but at the same time, they're using their authority to concoct a scenario that actually looks believable and looks realistic when, you know, obviously reported for the severe amount of, well, just injustices that they have presented, really. Yeah, doesn't this seriously violate the
だって
rules?
正解が言えないクイズなんて
I know,
フェアなゲーム
seriously,
じゃない。
yeah. Maybe because of the fact that they want you to think on another pair of, you know, lines, really. Yeah, doesn't this seriously violate the rules? I mean, how can a quiz be fair if you can't say the right answer?
これ
Yeah,
向こう側のロジックエラーじゃないの？
that is a fair point. Yeah, isn't this a logic error for the other side?
それがロジックエラーにならないから、こうして物語が続いている
But yeah,
と
that
も
is fair.
受け取れる。
Then again, what if you have actually made a logic error that wasn't discovered by the other side? What happens then? But yeah, that is fair though. We can also view the fact that this tale was continuing as proof that it wasn't a logic error.
つまり隣部屋の窓と全く無関係な
Yeah,
他の答
definitely,
えがあ
yeah.
るってこと？
Yeah, in other words, there's some other answer completely unrelated to the windows of the next floor over.
あるい
Next room
は
over.
窓の話をせずに、隣部屋の5人の誰かが助けに来られたことを
That's true.
説明するか。
Or it may be possible to explain, without discussing the windows, how one of those 5 must have come to Basila's rescue.
窓の話をしないってことは窓を使わずに部屋を出るってことだわ。
If they can't talk about the windows, they'll have to find a different way to leave the room. Yeah,
それ
definitely.
で
Yeah.
は隣部屋だって密室と変わらない。
That practically makes the next room over a closed room. Fair enough, yeah.
ふん、
Yes.
だから私も困ってしまった。
That is why I'm also... I just genuinely can't believe Featherin is always saying that, though. I mean...
このおかしな封印宣言のせいで、2つの部屋は再び密室に戻ったも同然になってしまった。
I see that, yeah. That's why I'm also stuck. Because of these strange seal proclamations, the two rooms have once again become closed rooms. Yeah. Most likely.
おそらく何？
Most likely what?
八百万を束ねて超えるっていうあんたの知能ならどんな答えが見つかるの？
Most likely what? If you're so vastly intelligent, what kind of answer have you found?
答えはない。
Isn't that interesting? Apart from a 19th person. Kinzo may objectively be dead, but if you take it out of context, then you could potentially have a good chance, I'd assume. There is no answer.
ない？
No answer?
ないって何？
Yeah, what do you mean?
隣部屋の窓以外に出口はない。
Yeah, that's tricky. There is no room out. There is no way out except for the windows of the next room over.
にもかかわらず、隣部屋の窓を水路に組み込むことが許されん。
And yet we are not allowed to include those windows in our
こ
reasoning.
の密室を解く答えは
I do see that though, yeah. There is probably no answer for this closed room.
ないならどうなるの？
And if so, what next?
答えがない以上、説明義務を求められているプレイヤーが敗北するのは必要だ。
Then again though, no answer exists. Therefore, if you make a credible answer yourself that isn't able to be denied, then yeah, what more do you need? That's what I would have thought. Yeah, I feel like Beatrice is going to get this though. Isn't it really interesting to think that these people, I mean, Gap obviously, you know, I wouldn't really say a friend, but, you know, an associate of Battlers, they've probably talked quite a lot. They, you know, obviously they have the relationship of being comrades on the game board. Yeah, they don't exactly have a relationship that has love written all over it, though. Unlike Beatrice and Battler do. Oh my god, I can't believe that Beatrice may be Nutsy's baby. Could you imagine if that was actually true? And it is really odd that the human Beatrice died 19 years, you know, before actual Beatrice was born. So weird. I just genuinely wonder what the connection between them is. Could you imagine if that is human Beatrice's... No, that's ridiculous. No, it isn't actually. Could you imagine if that is human Beatrice's child? Or just something absurd like that? It could in theory be possible if Kinzo was a very, very horrible man. And you probably know what I mean by that. A very illegal one as well. Yeah, that's horrible, yeah. Since no answer exists, then defeat is absolutely certain for whichever player is burdened with the responsibility of explaining. Isn't it interesting to think that Featherin has such a point about not stopping your thinking and your trails of thought? Yet she has, I think. So we have no moves left. In other words, the statement of Tilanus was the final blow. Doesn't this make it checkmate? I do wonder. I don't think so. Oh, interesting. No, one move does exist. Interesting. However, that move is one that can never be used again.
そしてそれはベアトの心臓の一部でもある。
And it is also a part of Beato's heart. Oh, that's weird.
この物語の最大の謎の一つってこと？
What, without love it cannot be seen? You mean one of the greatest riddles of the tale?
そうだ。
Precisely.
それを使えば、あるいはな。
By using that, or possibly. I just genuinely don't understand. If it's with Beatrice's heart, I could potentially think that maybe there was a 19th person, i.e. Kinzo, but no, if it's Beatrice's heart, then we've got to think that it could actually be Beatrice herself. But the only thing that is that's really weird, this is not the illusionary Beatrice, it's the human Beatrice. I don't mean the human Beatrice in 1967, I mean the human Beatrice that is 19 years old, that Beatrice... Which Beatrice actually originated from. God, could you imagine if she was here? Why would she be murdering, though? I don't really understand that. Well, no. Why would she... Shut up. Why would she be doing anything other than helping Battler? But why would she know of Battler's existence, though? That's what I don't understand. Well, then again, if she was a piece of the game board, then maybe. Yeah, isn't that interesting? I don't know, though. I don't really understand this. One that can never be used again, though. That's interesting. If Beatrice is in the game board, I could see why that can never be used again, though. But if Kinzo was in the game board, then I could see why a move of making it so that it looks like he was a survivor and, you know, he has actually saved Battler could be used again. I could also see that. Feather inside deeply. Oh, interesting. It was... God, yeah, I see that. Yeah, it was something she hadn't done once before. Not properly tricky, my God. I see. So, as long as this tale was been, it's finally time for the curtain to close. Exposing the answers to this riddle means the same as finally killing Beato. No, I see that, yeah. But perhaps Battler is the only one qualified to make that decision. Yeah, because obviously I suppose originally the goal was to actually kill Beatrice. But the only thing is, if you think of Beatrice as an illusion that is derived from the human Beatrice, then I'm sorry, but what the genuine hell has happened to her for, you know, her to have such a death wish? Like, seriously, I mean that question with everything I've got, like, genuinely. Yeah, but perhaps Battler is the only one qualified to make that decision. If he weaves such a tale as the Game Master, no one will be able to stop. Oh my God, I know. Yeah, the greatest riddle of this tale will probably be revealed very soon. Yeah. I thought that was revealed in episode 7, though. I don't know. That's very interesting. Ooh. If I had to have a guess, I would have said that this is Liberated Liberator, but it's not, because I've listened to, like, the first 2 seconds. It sounds like Infant Queen Bee, but it barely isn't. It sounds very similar, though. A deep sound reverberated through the cathedral. Oh my God, is this going to be their wedding? Ooh, this is an interesting thing. God, I'm not sure what I think about these kicks. They kind of... Ooh, I like this. It was the sound of the several dozen Chiesta sisters. Several dozen Chiesta sisters, Imperial Guards, members of the Honor Guard, who stood in a line across the cathedral and stamped their heels in unison. It brought about total silence even before the demons running the ceremony spoke.
Ah,
Oh, isn't that interesting that they're running it? Let us have silence. I can see how they could be really good for a crowd, yeah. How's this gonna break? Oh, it's not gonna break. It's like a little cooldown before the break, I'd assume. Let us have silence, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. I really like this theme, by the way. God, yeah. Welcome to the wedding of Lord Battler, Territory Lord, and Golden Sorcerer, and Lady Edika, the Witch of Truth. Zepar and Further had appeared in the centre of the cathedral. Yeah, having them invited to host a wedding was a great honour. Oh, right. Though they had asked for silence, the attendants who packed the cathedral welcomed the two demons with enormous applause. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Oh, it's Zepar and Further.
Beato.
That is actually a good question. I thought she was going to be forced to watch. What about Beato? She may have already snuck onto the ground. Fair enough. Isn't it interesting to think that, you know, the one answer that Featherin was actually indicating on is an answer that is, you know, fully essential to the heart of Beatrice. Whatever it is, if you strip... Wait, no. Oh my god. That's... I was thinking... No, let's just not use that analogy. Oh god, what can I use? Just remove anything about Beatrice, apart from our emotions, and then you'll find it. I don't know. I was thinking, like, strip all the flesh, and then you'll find the emotion. I don't know, but obviously it uses the word strip in there, and that then just sounds very fucking weird. So, yeah, you can see why I wanted to redact that analogy. I really like this theme, though. They searched for Beato in the crowd of several hundred people. They couldn't find her anywhere. Yeah, that's because she is too busy solving the answer. The fact that a hint of 19 has been figured out. I think the 19th person is Beatrice, genuinely. I wonder if Beato managed to find a way to save Batara-kun. That's hopeful, yeah. Yeah, if she managed to gain Zepar and Further's power, then I'm sure she has. That's brilliant. Yeah, there exists no miracle that cannot be gained after receiving their strength. Jesus Christ. That is a scary question if she didn't. Jesus fucking Christ. And that goat biting its handkerchief over there is probably her. Is that a joke, or do people genuinely turn into goats after they die? What? Jesus Christ. Oh god, yeah, then let us welcome the bride and the groom. Oh, this is gonna be... Yeah, I don't really think Erika's gonna be able to begin... Battler's gonna want to begin a new life! My god, it's gonna be the best life of psychopathy for Erika, where it's just gonna be the worst life of hell for Battler. You know, please give them a grand welcome and celebrate them as they start their new life. It's just evil. Come out, bride and groom. Until the grave, Jesus Christ. Come out, bride and groom. Walk the path of shackles called marriage, which will bind you until the grave. Jesus Christ, the grave? Does Battler have, like, any choice in this, by the way? Well, I think the obvious answer is no, but still. Yeah, the big doors in the back of the cathedral. Oh, God, slowly opened. Yeah, now we're probably gonna see. Yeah. The man himself and the abomination herself. Yeah, now we see the context behind the opening of episode 6. And then the Territory Lord. And it's beautiful. Beautiful! Fuck off, that looks so ugly. Yeah. To be fair, I won't deny that it has a really nice pattern, but it does not fit her whatsoever, in my opinion. I mean, okay, everything actually looks fine, but what the fuck is this sort of ribbon-like thing? It looks horrible. I mean, I think if you just removed all of that, sure, it would probably be fine, but no. And then the Territory Lord and his beautiful bride came into view. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, arm in arm. The pair slowly began to walk down the path. Yeah, the path to the grave, lined with red carpet. The Chiesta honor guards stood at attention along either side of that path, raised their adorned bayonets with mechanical precision. God, yeah, isn't that quite ironic to think that, you know, this is just such a ridiculously horrible wedding? You can tell this in the amount of security they have here. It's hilarious. God. Yeah, it's just so indicative of how absurdly messed up this is. Yeah, the Giesta sisters that weren't part of the honor guard were stationed all over the cathedral, hiding behind pillars and the like, keeping an eye out for any intruders. 00 calling out 4T5 and 410. Any irregularities? Wow, that's beautiful. Ceiling snipers, all clear. Jesus Christ. You know they are paranoid. And they are just considering every eventuality, and that the security is good if, they are going to measures like this. 410 and 45 were on top of a massive chandelier hanging from the cathedral ceiling. Several other sniper pairs could be seen stationed on top of the chandelier. Jesus Christ. The seemingly festive cathedral. Oh yeah, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, the seemingly festive cathedral was actually being heavily guarded in places that the attendants wouldn't notice. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? What the fuck? Currently, we are simultaneously targeting 36 attendants suspected of being Lady Bit. 36! How the fuck can 36 attendants be suspected of being Lady Beatrice? What the hell? As well as 131 in positions from which an attack might be launched. Surveillance in progress. Jesus Christ. My god, yeah, if you have 36 people suspected of potentially being Beatrice, then yeah, don't let your guards down. Lady Beatrice will also almost certainly stage an attack on this wedding. Interesting. No, I see that though, yeah. That'd be so cool, breaking in to steal the bride. They couldn't very do it though, genuinely. Well, then it's the broom, not the bride. Well, I mean, you can in theory steal the bride as well, I don't know. That's hilarious though. No, I do see that though, yeah, but he's playing the bride's part. 410 IQ moment. I don't think she has an IQ of 410. She has an IQ more like a 41. But the GS sister sniper teams on the chandeliers use super high efficiency observers to track the movements of several hundred attendants. Jesus Christ. That's absurd. What if it was just a misinterpretation of what was actually suspicious though? That's unbelievable. So you could just fully misinterpret the, severity of a move, and then as a result of that, somebody could be innocently killed. Yeah, but obviously this is the thing. There is no room for mercy. This is a wedding of demons. Yeah, I think you should probably remember that. I love that though, it's really quite funny that. I love that though, it's so funny just how much security there is. Yeah, the one on that chandelier is just a 127. That overkilling monster sniper could pulverize a human target from 2 kilometers away. Jesus Christ. God, somebody with an absurd aim. Basically, human aimbot. Yeah, the one on the chandelier across from that is Chiesta 20. Firing rate is 6,000 shots per minute. Just fuck your job. Play video games, seriously. Oh my god. Oh my god, yeah, she probably has an aim equivalent to aimbot anyway. However, she's using a portable magazine this time, so 2 seconds is all it will take for her to use up her ammo. I like that. Yeah, lazy bum can barely do her job for 2 seconds. I love that you can just tell from this who is narrating that. This is hilarious. Oh. Yeah, basically, I think it's definitely implied the fact that Beatrice is not going to be able to interfere with this. The only thing that I'm kind of scared about is how the hell is she going to be able to... Unless she has the power of love on her side, that is the only thing I can think of that will actually completely deflect these people. I don't know, though. I love that, though. Yeah, isn't it really, really scary to think that if Beatrice, you know, the second this wedding is complete, Beatrice is going to have no reason to live. Basilar is going to be completely converted into just somebody that, you know, is only there to be used by, you know, this horrible, horrible woman. Yeah, slowly and making a show of it. The two walk down the red carpeted path. Yeah. God, isn't it just ironic to think that there are so many people who are probably watching this without any, you know, without any empathy, any emotion whatsoever that would normally be, you know, considered. Basilar's eyes were blank. God, yeah. If you look closer, you could probably tell that Erika was dragging him by the arm she held. Jesus Christ. Yeah, in other words, they weren't walking together. God, he wasn't even walking. Yeah. Yeah, Erika was just making Basilar. That's horrible. Yeah, in other words, they weren't walking together. Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't disagree. Yeah, this was a ceremony for Erika to show off to everyone that this man belonged to her. Behind the bride and groom walked the 7... Oh, gee. No! Behind the bride and the groom walked the 7 sisters of purgatory, who held long ceremonial arms in the shape of the one. That's unbelievable. Yeah, isn't that actually really quite interesting to think what Erika is doing here? You're not only going to humiliate Basilar, but you're going to humiliate everything that has stood for Beatrice. That's horrible. Well, yeah, this is the thing. He can't do it whatsoever. He can't do it unless other people save him. Let's be honest here. I'm not even joking. I don't know if he's going to be able to think of a 19th person. As we saw in the beginning, he has so lost his composure. Like, you remember how many hallucinations he was thinking? And, you know, how uncharacteristic his thoughts were? That moron Basilar. What's he lazing about for? God, yeah, it's brutal. I mean, he's tried so hard. It's just so harsh that, you know, all of your effort is just completely forgotten about because of your failure. Yeah, that moron Basilar. What's he lazing about for? This is why people call him incompetent. Jesus, I know. Yeah, stake of envy. Yeah, I can understand Beatrice Summer's pain better than anyone else. I know, that's the worst thing. Yeah. It's not because of that, actually. You're wrong. It's because he lent the packing tape to Erika. Yeah, it's all because that stupid Basilar caused a logic error. Stupid. Beatrice Summer will not fail to sloth and let this wedding go on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She will not fall to sloth. I couldn't agree more. Or at least we hope so. Of course. Yeah. If she finds the truth. If there is love that can actually be seen. And if she can actually realise it. Then, of course. 19. Beatrice Summer is greedy. Oh, I love that. Yeah. And obviously, this Beatrice is literally made for the intent of making it so that Basilar can be there. By the way, I think I've just realised what's going to happen in this story. I think whatever's going to happen, we're going to realise the sim by the end of Chapter 6. Or maybe Chapter 7, I don't know. But yeah, of course, Beatrice Summer is greedy. She won't let someone else take away her favourite toy. Yeah, I see that though, yeah. I don't disagree. She would definitely show up. Then again, though.
披露宴は美味しい料理がいっぱいで
Haha. Of course, there is one person who is happy. I hear the reception is going to have tons of delicious food.
私も早く花嫁衣装着たい
Oh, I want to wear a wedding dress now. Oh, Jesus, that must be horrible. Yeah, Burncastle and Lambda Delta were in the noble seating on the balcony. God, yeah, they were sipping some bizarre carbonated cocktails as they looked down upon the show. Yeah, probably something like Keensor's drink.
素敵な花嫁衣装じゃない
Yeah, what a splendid wedding
い
dress.
いわねこういうの
Jesus, yeah, I love stuff like this.
前座よこんなの
Oh, God. Oh, no, this is just the opening performance.
ひどいわね
Yeah, God, if this is just the opening performance, then what is going to be, you know, the rest, in the rest of the content? But then again, doesn't necessarily mean that they are going to have to do it. What if, in the best case scenario, they have the potential of being overridden? That's pretty cool.
どっちのイベン
Agreed.
トが真打ちなのよ
Which event do you think will be the headliner?
まさかベルン本気でベアトが来ると思ってんの
Yeah, I genuinely wonder. Yeah, don't tell me you really think Beato
あ
will
んた
come.
も知っての通りバトラの密室は完璧よ
This is the thing, these people were so superior, so as a result, they just think whatever they think is just the thing that applies to everything. No, it isn't. No. As you know as well, Battler's close room is
ベアトに
perfect.
勝てる道理なんて
Well, to be
ない
honest, I do agree with Featherin. There is no answer unless you take logic out of context here, and that could potentially prevent the need for a logic room. Logic room, a logic error. How could Beato win?
そうでしょ
Right? Not
あ
right.
んたも聞いてるでしょ
You must have heard too.
隣部屋の窓は封印を破られてる可能性があるの
Yeah, but that doesn't matter whatsoever. Isn't it interesting that Byrne has been notified of this? Yeah, you must have heard too. There's a chance that the window seal on the room next door has been torn.
ドラノールがそれを一応は封じ
Yeah,
たようだけ
yeah,
ど
definitely, yeah.
概念否定をしただけで窓を塞いだわけじゃない
Fair enough, yeah. It seems that Delana has managed to seal that path off for now, but she just denied the concept instead of sealing off the actual
ま
window.
た窓から飛び出すわよ
I see that, yeah, it will fly out the
片
window
翼
again.
のワシとやらが
This one-winged eagle thing.
かけない
Wanna bet?
ベアトが来るか
On whether Beato
絶
comes.
対来るにかける
Oh, isn't that interesting? I bet she comes with
な
certainty.
奇跡的に来るにかける
Bet she comes miraculously.
成立しないわねこりゃ
Yeah, because obviously, yeah, because a miracle could certainly happen. Oh, this isn't gonna work. Yeah, no, I see that. Yeah, isn't it really quite ironic to think that this wedding is probably gonna have the best interruption? I'm so excited for that, like, if it happens. Because we can't fully guarantee that it's going to happen, genuinely. The Witch of Certainty and the Witch of Miracles were both sure that Beato would come. Yeah. However, they were very interested in exactly... Yes, same actually, because there were literal Chiesta sisters, like Chiesta 20, you know, the one who can literally, you know, fire 6,000 shots per minute, whereas, you know, in 2 seconds, they can potentially kill you.
あんたは裏から見たから知ってるんでし
You've been watching from behind the scenes, so you probably know. You probably know what the trick is.
一応ね
More or less.
でもエリカが頑張りまくっちゃったからもう私にもさっぱりよ
But Edika's done a hell of a job, so now even I'm stunned.
ょ嘘つき
Liar.
へえ
Huh?
あんたはきっともう気づいてるんだわ
I'm sure you found one
ある
already.
んでしょバトラーを救うトリック
There does though, genuinely. Yeah. I'm sure you found one already. There does exist a trick that can save Battler, right?
あるわ
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
でも難しいわ
It is tough.
その手を使うとベアトの心臓の一端がさらされる
Yeah, that is tricky. Like, what are the implications of this 19th person? Seriously? Is it a move that only requires the truth about Battler's sin to be known? And if that move is used, part of Beato's heart will be
そうで
exposed.
し
Isn't that right?
なんだ分かってるじゃない
Oh, so you already know.
ょねえ賭けを変えない
Hey, wanna change our bet?
何に
To what?
つのはベアとか。
Oh yeah, I see that, yeah. Isn't it going to be really quite interesting to think that Beatrice's heart will be exposed? So seriously though, I wonder what that's going to be, you know, regarding to whether Beato or Erika wins.
あんたがエリカにかけるって言うならいいわよ。
Sure, if you're willing to bet on Erika. Yeah, it is interesting to think that these people have no confidence in Beatrice whatsoever. Well, she has to discover her own heart. That's the worst thing. Sure, if you are willing to bet on Erika.
乗るわ。
I'll do it. Oh, that's ironic,
エリカ
yeah.
にかけるの？
Yeah, Lambda actually has confidence in Beatrice because of the fact that she probably has, you know, she has probably drilled into Battler's head how bad the hell is, and, you know, Beatrice as a result knows, and she knows how much urgency there needs to be. With that much urgency, it would be very unlikely you'd fail, maybe? Maybe that's what she's thinking. Oh, you're betting on Erika.
勝ち目の根拠は？
And why do you think you can win? Good question, yeah.
もしそのトリックがベアとの心臓の一端だというなら、
If this trick is a part of Beato's heart.
ゲームマスターのバトラーはそれを晒すのに躊躇する。
Ooh. That's understandable, actually. Then again, though, he won't even know it at this time because he hasn't actually thought of it. If this trick is part of Beato's heart, then Battler, the game master, will hesitate at
だ
exposing
から
it,
勝てない。
and so they cannot
お
win.
そらく引き分けよ。
It will probably be
ゲ
a
ームに
draw.
巻いてうまく逃げるに決まってるわ。
Fuck. Oh no. Sorry, I've got a... Oh, well, I'm just gonna have to bear with it. Oh, fuck's sake. Got some sort of muscle that's hurting in my neck. Fuck. Then again, win by any means necessary. That's what I would have thought. I might get a pillow so I can... No, I'll just try and rest my head. Yeah. Yeah, that is understandable actually. Yeah, Battler was sworn to let Beato rest in peace.
それはベル
Burn.
甘いわ。
You're being too naive. The bet was made. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, Lambda betting on Beatrice. Burn betting on Erika. Which is quite suitable because of the fact that, you know, Beatrice is originally Lambda's piece. Well, not really Lambda's piece, but, you know, Lambda is Beatrice's subordinate. Yeah, the bet was made based on the assumption of that certain miracle that Beato would come. Yeah, definitely though, yeah. Gotta love the goats and Waragiria. Oh, that's hot. That must be painful. God, Waragiria, who was standing in the front row, tried to call out as soon as Battler walked by. Oh, yeah, interesting. She tried to tell him that the window seal on the next room over hadn't been checked, hoping that this would give him a hint. Oh god, however, she had been marked perfectly. Oh no, yeah, that's awful. God, the instant she tried to lean forward, the two Chiesta sisters right behind her grabbed her arms. That powerful force told her that she wouldn't... God, yeah, she wouldn't even be able to move a step forward. Trapped, she was forced to stand there and watch as Battler walked. Oh, that's horrible, that really is. I thought I could. Yeah, definitely though, that's the worst thing. Isn't it interesting to think that without, you know, the love that has actually happened, the truth can never be seen, genuinely. Nobody can get it, apart from the person who actually knows the love. Then again, does he have the love? This is why, ironically, you know, it wasn't even intended for this to be, you know, part of the proof initially, but this is totally why, you know, this proves that Battler has known the truth. This Game Master challenge in episode 6. Even now, he is fighting in that closed room all by himself. Yeah, definitely, yeah. However, he cannot get out by his own power alone.
誰かが助けに来なけれ
Yeah.
ば受けられない。
I see that, yeah. Unless someone comes to save him, he cannot get out.
あの
I
子が助けに来なけれ
Yes.
ばバトラ君は出られないのですね。
Unless that child comes to save him, Batara-kun will be trapped. Yeah.
密室の鍵さえあれば
If there is a key to that closed room.
必ずその方
Yeah, I hope to God she does, though. Seriously. I mean, you know, I think it is very, very likely that Beatrice is the only one who can find it. Seriously.
お嬢様
Milady.
あなたの人生にはきっと何度も試練があったでしょう
Well, this is the thing. This is not the Beatrice that he knows. I'm sure you have gone through many trials in your
し
life.
かしどうかこ
Yes,
の
I
試
love
練
that,
に
yeah.
だけはお打ち勝ちください
Yeah. Please, this is the one trial that you must
あ
overcome.
なたならきっとできます
I'm certain that you can do it.
このロノンそれを疑いません
Yeah, good for you. Yeah, I, Ronovet, do not doubt that in the slightest. God, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the bride and groom's procession slowly advanced down the path to the grave. Oh, yeah, the path to the grave and reach the altar. Yeah. I like that it's called a path to the grave. I think that's very fitting. Though walking slowly was ceremonious and proper etiquette, it was also tiring. Oh, God. Yeah, Edgar glanced over at Battler. Of course, his eyes were... God, I know. Yeah. Yeah. His heart was still inside that closed room. Oh, God. Yeah, once more, the sound of the Chiesta honor guard stamping their heels rang out loudly. Silence returned to the cathedral again. Now the wedding ceremony would finally begin.
人は愛のために生きるのです
Oh my god, so this is what we saw at the beginning of episode 6. Isn't that interesting? People live for the sake of love.
すなわち今日あなた方は生まれてきた意味を目的を成し遂げた
God, what a twisted and awful perception of love. The thing that makes this the ultimate humiliation for anybody involved is the fact that, you know, it is masqueraded as something that is so absurdly genuine. Yeah, like, people live for the sake of love. Therefore, today, you have fulfilled your purpose of your lives.
生きる力愛の力のなんと偉大なことか
How great is the power to live, the power of
今
love.
日という日の輝きがどうかお二人を永遠に祝福しますように
It's just so absurdly corrupt. Like, I pray that the brightness of this day blesses these two for all time.
さあ愛し合う二人を
Oh yeah, that's so true. Come now, you who love one another.
愛の制約を
God, how is Battler gonna make the oath of love?
物言えぬ夫に代わりて
Oh no. In the place of the husband who cannot speak.
妻は二人を代表して制約を
That's not fucking fair in the slightest, but okay. Let the wife make the oath on behalf of the pair. Jesus Christ.
バトラはエリカを
That is sick. Yeah, Battler swears to Erika.
エリカはバトラを
And Erika swears to Battler.
健やかな日もやめる日も支え合って生きることを誓います
To support each other both in sickness and in health. God, I feel so bad. So
聞こえま
fucking
せんよ
horrible.
バトラさん
You bully. Didn't catch that Battler-san.
文句があるならもっとはっきり大きな声で言ってください
If you have some objection, please say it in a more clearly and loud voice. God, I know. It's hopeless. It really is hopeless. God.
それ以上の文句が終わりでしたら
If you have anything further to say.
まずはロジックエラーの密室からお出になってから
Oh,
にしてくだ
Jesus,
さい
yeah. That's horrible, though. This is the thing. I mean, you know, the Battler outside of the game board, he is just going to be free to be destroyed and humiliated and probably tortured by Erika, you know, in various ways. Oh, God, if you have anything further to say, please get yourself out of that logic error closed room
安
first.
心して
Don't worry.
その日まで永遠に私があなたを支えてあげ
Yeah, I
ます
think for somebody like you, the definition of support is just like your definition of a detective. One who murders to make it so that, you know, the your credibility is more. I mean, come on. Don't worry, I'll support you until that day comes. God. I love that these people are just being so excited. I just genuinely wonder what must be going through these people's heads. I mean, it is the most false love. The thing is about this, it's just being totally masqueraded as love. But no, it is just, you know, in actuality, it's just a ceremony of embarrassment and humiliation and just, you know, properly showing the awfulness of humanity, really. Like, I just feel so bad for Battler because, you know what's even sadder? This is something that, I mean, though it doesn't go on in fashions like these, you know, similar principles like these, they do happen in the real world. Or arranged marriages as well. Like, could you imagine just, you know, how false the love in an arranged marriage that you would have to, you know, proclaim must be? I mean, it must be so absurdly humiliating. If you feel like that, obviously. And it's just horrible to think that, you know, if Edika actually does do this wedding, and if Battler hasn't found out a way to escape the closed room, then, you know, he's just going to be subject to abuse for the entirety of his life. Let's be honest here. God, yeah, just totally making fun of him here. Yeah, until that day comes. I love it. Yeah, so basically from that, Edika has basically said if Battler breaks out of this logic closed room right now, the logic error, then she won't support him. You've heard the pair's oath of love. Jesus. Yeah, I'll let this oath be eternal. The thunderous applause celebrated their marriage of subordination. Yeah, after the oath, they would symbolise the bond. It was the exchange of rings. The Territory Lords... Oh my god, yeah, the Territory Lord ring with the one-winged eagle engraved on it that sat on Battler's finger would become Edika's. Yeah, by this she would become the ruler of this game board. Jesus Christ. Yeah, isn't that interesting? An exchange. And in an exchange, Battler's finger would be given a diamond ring that Edika had prepared. I'm actually impressed that she prepared something, but still. At a glance, it just looked like a ring adorned by a large diamond. Jesus, yeah. Jesus, yeah. Yeah, so you cannot put that ring on. Basically, if Battler isn't discovered to have, you know, been saved, like, in the next minute, or maybe 1 to 5 minutes, he's completely screwed. Or maybe even less than that. Yeah, at a glance, it just looked like a ring adorned by a large diamond. However, this cursed ring would force Battler into eternal subservience and mark him as another. That's unbelievable. So you make it so an opponent is unable to win. Even if they do find their way out of the closed room, you must be forced to, you know, follow against Edika, no matter how horrible it is. Yeah, just let the pair exchange rings. Oh, God. Right, so basically, if nobody saves Battler at the moment, then he is completely screwed. Forever. And this is the end of Umineko, right here. And Edika will have control of the game board, and only unimaginable cruelty will reign on Doc Genjima from now on. Yeah, since the husband's fingers cannot move, let his wife support him. God, that's evil. Evil. Yeah, why is... I'm sorry, but why is her hand so fucking white? Can I just ask that? Is she seriously wearing gloves on the day to her own wedding? Like, genuinely. Is there a sprite of her, No, there shouldn't be. I'm just genuinely curious. Like, why is she actually wearing gloves? Right, we should be able to. I'm not even joking. She is wearing gloves! Oh, she also has the one-winged eagle, interesting. But why would you wear gloves on a wedding? I just don't understand that at all. If anything, you're going to need to accept a ring. Why would you put it on a hand with a glove? Well, I suppose that indicates the fact that this is such fake love, but still, Edika respectfully, fuck off, respectfully took Batila's right hand, then slowly pulled off the territory. God, isn't it just so absurdly horrible to think of, you know, how unconsensual this is? Yeah, the territory lord's ring that had been on his ring finger. Everything that he has fought for just completely ruined. I know, that's the worst thing. Yeah, just the significance by that, just all taken away and trampled on. Yeah, that was the ring Beato had entrusted with. Yes, Edika stole it away. Oh no. Yeah, this is the ring that woman left behind, right? Yeah, exactly though, yeah. Oh, Jesus, I know. This is the thing. Yeah. The more happiness that is gained from Edika is also, like, inversely proportional to the amount of sadness Batila has. Edika gains more No, wait, directly proportional, sorry. Well, let's just say Edika's happiness is inversely proportional to Batila's happiness. Because Edika gains where Batila loses. There we are. God, it's horrible. Go to hell? Huh? Can't hear you. God, yeah, you're just so taking advantage and so enjoying the fact that he's weak. I can't hear you. Please say it once more. Seriously, yeah. Yeah, but the only thing is, I think you've said that in the wrong place. This is a demon's wedding after all. Oh, that. Well then, there's no need to worry about it, son. My God. Yeah, Edika pressed her lips up against Batila's earlobe, as if biting it. Jesus Christ, and told him where they were. Yeah, we're already there. Oh yeah, that somehow doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I can see why this would be considered hell. Right, so basically if Beatrice doesn't save this somehow, within the next few seconds everything is over. She took Beato's ring, which she had stolen from Beato. God, no, yeah. She had stolen it though, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, you just make it so that you've defeated somebody and then you make it so that they can never come back and you disrespect them as much as possible. Like the horrible human being you are. And slipped it onto her own left hand. What? Well, to be fair, there is a little bit of hope. The diamond ring hasn't been enforced on Batila yet. And now bride. Yeah, you may give the groom your ring. It's one hell of a ring. Jesus, yeah. Yeah, a shackle that'll hold him in place for all time. Yeah, it's custom made. Jesus, yeah. Yeah, the ring that will ruin your life. Yeah, even Batila's blank eyes could see the diamond ring Edika held. It was like Edika herself. Yeah. Yeah, definitely, yeah. On the outside, it shone beautifully and possessed an absolute hardness that would bend to no one's will. Oh, yeah, I like that, yeah. And on the inside, to symbolise never letting go of the prey it had latched onto. Isn't that interesting? It had 8 sharp thorns pointing inwards. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. If they had been growing out of the other side, it would have looked like... I like that, yeah. It would have looked like the collar of a guard dog from hell. However, whoever heard of putting those on the inside? Yeah, isn't that interesting? Oh my God! Wait, so these aren't metaphorical. By twisting the diamond, those thorns could slide in or out. Oh my God. What? In other words, if you twisted it after thrusting the finger inside, the inward-facing thorns would bite down, never releasing until the end. Why? That is ridiculous. So you're basically going to make it so that thorns are going into his finger for the entirety of time, and that you can never ever let it go. I mean, Jesus Christ, how is he going to live? Genuinely. This is horrible. Never. Then, never releasing until the end of time. Then, even if Soul would be trapped, and his body, mind, and soul be forced to serve Edgar for all eternity. Genuinely, though. I just genuinely can't believe that, you know, you're not only... I mean, Jesus Christ. Is winning to somebody not enough? Do you have to not only desecrate their entire dignity, but, you know, make it so that it's just unbelievable. Well, like, I'm just genuinely so scared to think, you know, this person that we have seen go through so much and such a journey, is it just going to end like this? Like, and is it going to end this cruelly as well? I mean, God, he fought for loads, but did he really deserve this? Well, no, nobody deserves this, no matter what you do. This is the worst form of punishment. You could do one of the worst things in the world. Oh my God, this is such a bad form of punishment that even the death penalty is infinitely better. Yeah, I see this. Obviously, she is the detective. Nobody can influence what she does. Yeah. She only influences what everyone else does. Natsuhi. Think about her. To make this fully make sense, that analogy. God, that is horrible, though. I mean, I'm just genuinely impressed at how it is possible to be this cruel. Seriously. That's unbelievable. Well, isn't that really quite interesting to think that, you know, the inward-facing thorns could either be, you know, quite literally piercing his fingers, or they could maybe make it so that the finger is unable to move and it's just totally trapped there. No matter what it is, it's absurdly cruel. God, I know this is the worst thing. There was nobody to save him. Seriously, though. Are you kidding me? Who the... Is this a good or bad thing? Oh, I mean, he... Oh, yeah, I know, yeah. Yeah, but with somebody as horrible as Edgar and as demented, why would that matter? Who the hell would wear a ring like that? That's horrible, yeah. Yeah, just being forced into something so absurdly bad and you don't even have the power to object whatsoever. This is the worst thing. You have no power. Couldn't even finish speaking that simple phrase. God, I know. Yeah, and furthermore, those words were... awkward words were the only way he could resist. Oh my God. You are sick. She raised Basila's left hand and stroked his ring finger as if tasting it. Oh my God. Edgar pressed the ring of subordination against the tip of his finger. If a ring is made to fit too tightly, it can be painful and hard. Oh no, and hard to take off. Oh no, however, this ring was never intended to be removed. For life, anyway. Jesus Christ. Does it ever end? I'm not even joking, does the cruelty ever end? And the thing is, this is just the interesting thing about cruelty, and it just reflects the emotions, really. You exert your pain on somebody, then you gain pleasure from it, and then you just get addicted, and then you never ever stop. And you just get worse and worse and worse. So it's in a band that's been mercilessly narrowed. That's so horrible. Oh my God, I know. Yeah, even without the thorns, forcing a small ring like this would hurt. Yeah, no, I see that, yeah. Yeah, and Battler is just going to be this shell of a human being, and, you know, the actual Battler who's alive, he's probably just going to be stuck in the close room until he starves to death. No, I think him starving to death is a little bit too kind here. Yeah, this ring will seal up your body, heart, and soul for all eternity. Jesus Christ. You'll become an eternal living. I just don't get how you can entrust a fate on this person. You can be happy about it. Like, how? Yeah, I won't even let you die. That's the most cruel thing. Jesus. You'll be endlessly defiled and humiliated by me. You are so unimaginably sick. And every time I forget the taste of victory, I'll use your body to remind me. Jesus, over and over again. Oh, God. If you've got the guts to bite off your tongue, now's the time. Jesus. Once this goes on your finger, you won't even be able to do that. Yeah, I think this is a very fitting background. She is a fucking demon. I know that I can't believe that. Yeah, just like Beatrice, she didn't even have the strength to to sip tea. Basila didn't even have the strength to bite his tongue. Even if he had, he didn't want to give up before finding a way to escape the club. Oh yeah, understandable, yeah, so he couldn't kill himself. Yes, fair. However, if he accepted them, this is the thing, he has to accept it. There is no choice in the matter. You can't not accept it. Yeah, he would never be able to think about, he would never be able to even think about escaping from the room, much less commit. I know, that's the horrible thing. Yeah, so basically you're just going to become an eternal living doll and you're basically going to have Erika with making it so that there is no defense whatsoever. Stop. No, that's not going to work. Stop. God. This is the most horrible thing. That's just going to make her feel better. No way, look. I just genuinely can't believe to think, you know, she just doesn't feel bad whatsoever. There is no ounce of compassion and she enjoys. How can you enjoy thrusting a fate like this onto somebody? This is unbelievable, though. If you played Saiyan or Uta, yeah, you'll see why I'm mentioning that. Jesus Christ. I just genuinely can't believe to think that, you know, the Basila who isn't actually alive. I mean, obviously, he's just going to be a living doll, but that's just going to be a vessel for the true Basila who is alive, who is suffering somewhere. Dude, I genuinely wonder where Beatrice was suffering, and I wonder if Basila's truth had actually made it so that, you know, there was some sort of moment with Beatrice that had made it so that, you know, something like this happened. I really do wonder if it was something, you know, that had ties with Byrne or Lambda, or maybe even Erika, who knows? I just don't get how you can be this cruel, genuinely. I mean, Jesus Christ, could you imagine Erika's boyfriend seeing this and then, you know, that just basically saying, you know, this is what you did to me? I know, that's the worst. This is the most horrible thing. You know, you're just living such a horrible existence, yet you can't even do that. No way, look, I'm sticking your finger in. Oh, God. It's... Oh, God. Yeah, this is the worst thing. She doesn't care. This is what she gets off to. Well, not like that, but she gets satisfied to. Oh. That's horrible. Oh, it's probably just the pain of, you know, the desecration of Beatrice's game and the fact that, you know, that nothing remains. Yeah, it wasn't just the pain of having his finger forced through the tight ring. No, it's just the pain of everything he's fought for being embarrassed and turned to shit. Oh my god, what's that? No. The curse of the ring fiercely tormented Battler's body from the inside. That pain would always torment Battler. But fortunately, the power of the ring even stole... my god, I know. Yeah, even stole away the heart that could withstand that pain. Jesus, Edgar kept screwing that two small demons ring on. This is so absurdly disgusting. That's the worst thing. There is nobody to help. Genuinely, what the hell is going to happen? It's impossible. There's no way. Oh my god, I know. It'll fit. Jesus Christ. I mean, if it looks like something so small that it's no way it'll fit, I mean, my god, that is going to hurt. That is so going to hurt. And there's going to be some sort of pain that's going to make it so that, you know, there's going to be some sort of a pain that's so great that, you know, your heart is going to have to disappear for it to actually register. I mean, that's absurd. Oh, don't worry. It'll fit, no problem. What? With an obscene laugh, Erika let a silver thread drip from her mouth. What, like from her wedding dress? Silver thread dripped from her mouth and soaked the finger and the ring. Oh, God. Please relax. We'll stick it in all of... Please don't resist uselessly. It'll hurt less if you don't resist, okay? Jesus, I'm sorry, I can't help but laugh because this just when you take this out of context, oh my god. It looks like something it's not. Yeah, but this is the thing. You just have to humiliate him as much as possible. Please tell me there's going to be someone here. It's a bit fucking late if, you know, they're going to stop if they're not going to. Oh God, I feel so bad. God. Yeah, slowly, Battler's finger went deeper through the ring. He was pushed through the iron ring of pain and humiliation. Oh my God, I know, yeah, which would never be removed again. This is horrible. You know, the worst thing about this is he doesn't even have power to scream, genuinely. Or let out any indication of his pain. Oh. No. Come on, look, okay. You've got until it reaches the end of the finger. And then it's totally screwed. Yeah, come look, okay, it's all in the way to the base, see? Jesus. so horrible. Oh my god, you are disgusting. The demon's ring tightened around the finger so much that it seemed the finger would snap off along with the bone. Couldn't agree more. God. I don't even want to imagine. Could Basila's hazy expression of anguish really describe? Oh, I know, yeah, how unbearable this filthy pain was. I don't think anything could, genuinely. Oh, no. Now that it's on all the way, let's add the final touch. Oh god, what's this? Jesus, I know. Yeah, after this you'll be mine forever. Erika touched the ring's diamond knob. If she twisted it, thorns would bite. Oh my god. The thorns would bite in and would never let go again. Jesus. Oh my god, man. This is the worst thing. It's all futile. Sure. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, exactly. You just torture somebody and then you make them, you know, say something that will be really funny and humiliating and embarrassing. Yeah, Erika-sama. Yeah, sure, just say, forgive me, Erika-sama, and I'll stop. She won't stop. Really. Yeah, and this is the worst thing. You know, he's just been dulled from all of his thoughts, all means of resistance because of how severe the pain is. Please forgive me, Erika-sama.
首輪につながれて生きることを誓いますから、この指輪だけはお許しくださいって。
Yeah, make him say something that's not only so horrible but so long as well. So difficult to say. You realise how much pain he has just from saying a single word. Just because of how weak he is. You know, please forgive me, Erika-sama. I swear to spend the rest of my life as your dog with a collar around my neck, so at least spare me though. You are sick. Yeah, isn't it just really interesting to think that, you know, there are some people when, you know, you have total power of somebody else. Instead of having, you know, instead of doing nothing, you do this. Yeah, if you can say that, I won't make you wear the ring. Oh my god, this is horrible. It's such an absurd sight to see. No, he can't even finish it. Fuck off. She is just... I hate this taunting method. She really sounds like somebody... Is it me or like whenever... If you heard this in a context that wasn't really, you know, this... And, you know, not of a character like Erika, I would think that this is just, you know, somebody... I don't know, somebody older, just sort of... I don't know, trying to comfort some sort of little kid. You know, just like... really, really soft voice, just to totally mock the difference in power they have. You know, Erika is so superior that she can use a soft voice like this. Oh, God. I won't. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't blame him. But this is the thing. What can he do? Genuinely. Yeah, I'll never forgive you. I'll never forgive you. God, for making you suffer like this. No. Oh. Oh, yeah. I'll never forgive you. Oh, yeah, yeah, for defiling Beato's ring. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, that's understandable. God, and isn't it interesting to think that he doesn't ever pose his revenge on Erika. He makes it so that it's known that he will never forgive Erika, and that indicates the fact that Basila and Beatrice's bond, whatever it was fucking big. Yeah, no, I'll never forgive you for defiling Beato's ring. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? That just properly shows the power of love. And that really, really shows that it's so surprising to think that love can just defy any, you know, restraints of power, really. I mean, obviously, it depends on how big the restraints are, but still, it's defied the restraint of him being so weak that he can't actually open his eyes. I know, that's the most horrible thing. That is the most horrible thing. He can't move, he can't open his eyes, he can only just, you know, cowardly cry, really. God, man. It's horrible. It's horrible on so many levels. Though Battler's eyes had supposedly been forced into a muddled condition, they appeared strong for just an instant. Yeah, however, it really was... Oh, God. It really was only for the instant. Yeah, Battler already used the last of his fleeting resistance just to say those words. In his dim consciousness, he had even bitten his own tongue to stay alert. God. Yeah, that is so impressive. So that he could say those words of resistance until the very end. Of course. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. It seems you aren't the kind of dog that can be tamed. Yeah, likening a human being to a dog. Oh, God, you are a sadist. But it's better that way. Erika smiled. Then she turned the dial. Oh my God, in that instant, Battler let out a voiceless scream and threw his head back. His howl had no voice and could be heard by no one. However, it still rang out throughout the cathedral. Oh, you are really ending it there. Oh my God. That's shocking. That is genuinely shocking. So if anyone comes to save Battler, it's going to be right at the end. Right at the very end when the ring is like a millimetre away from the end of his finger. My God. Are we going to see the duel between Shannon and Kanon here? It looks like that's the case. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's going to be really quite exciting. Oh, did not mean to do that. Yeah, my God, man, that was sick. That really, really was just, you know, another level of sick. Yeah, it's just interesting to, you know, see the absurd extent of which people can go, really. And isn't it interesting to think that when you give a... This just shows one of the most big ideals of nature, really, of human nature. If you give a bad person power, then they're going to use it for the worst. And they are going to never, ever stop. That's the worst thing, because the people that are inferior to them, it's like a human crushing an ant, like... Well, a bad human, obviously. Some people will care about the fact that they're killing an ant, but, you know, the people that don't, they just don't care, because they are powerful and more powerful in every way whatsoever. I always knew that Erika could be disgusting, but I never knew she could be this disgusting, and I think we really just see, you know, her lack of empathy from her detective personality, you know, one that strives for objectivity, does not care about any human feeling. You know, I can just really see it thrive. I mean, it's just disgusting on every single level. And what I think is even more disgusting is, you know, all of the people that are resisting to try and stop it. Like, even Delana, I can't believe that. You know. Well, I mean, they are obligated to serve, to be fair, but still. Oh, I don't know. That's not an argument I can make, but... Yeah, whatever happens, it's gotta happen. I mean... I don't know what the hint is going to be. I think it's definitely regarding the 19th person. Just, you know, make something up about Kinzo. But I don't know what you're going to make up. But then again, though, I would have thought that. But then, you know, it's interesting about the stuff regarding Without Love It Cannot Be Seen. Because whatever this truth is, it's going to reveal lots regarding Beatrice's true heart. I mean, I just genuinely wonder what's actually happened there. Maybe it could be the original... Let's say original Beatrice and Battler were lovers. The original Beatrice has somehow been notified of Batello's predicament and is coming to save him or something ridiculous like that. I don't know. My god, that was moving today. That really, really was. Properly interesting episode today. Vivid as fuck. But yeah, very interesting. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this because my god, I certainly did. Yeah, and it's just the question. I'm just scared to wonder what will happen next. Either things are going to turn out the best or they're going to turn out the absolute worst. Who knows? Right, hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.